Just a little warning, this podcast does contain some crude language. If you're easily offended, this is maybe not the podcast for you. Fat bar. On a bar. Millionaire. Short breed. Cycling. SPL, EPL, Highland League, sausage roll, sledging, Dunkel salmon. Sports.
Hello.
I couldn't hear the theme music.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Oh.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
Clue number 1. I am a 48-year-old whose career started in 1989 and finished in 2008. I have won 53 titles and I was world number 1 in 1991. So it was a bit easy last week maybe, so yeah. I've made it fucking tough this week for you. So 48-year-old, career started 89, finished 2008, 53 titles, was world number 1 in 1991. So for that, you have to guess.
Well, I kind of see that one or two sports.
Aye.
One or two sports.
Yeah.
One of two sports.
One of two.
It's going to be...
Aye. Darts.
And snooker. Snooker's not a sport. He does darts.
I'm feeling a female.
Are you?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at Katie.
I'm thinking it's tennis.
That's what I've gone for.
Right.
But it could be golf. But
So-
I'll go with tennis.
How's Abdi doing, boss? Fighting you back?
It's fine to be back, aye.
Is it?
Yep. Of course it is.
Well, we'll see.
You love me.
We'll give him 10,
You win
15
you win
minutes.
after
10,
my
15 minutes.
topic, but
Aye, so busy man, just cracking on with the house.
cracking on. Priorities and all that, you know.
Yes.
But aye. It's fucking
We on?
it's like being in a constant fight all the time, kin. It's like building a house is like that Rocky speech, kin. It's about how much you can take and keep moving forward. Just
Just battering you.
as I was obstacles, kin.
Aye.
You've just to batter through them, like
Yes.
Do you hum a Rocky theme tune in your head when you're at your house working?
Aye.
Working
you,
harder.
It is like that, like
Did
it's
you
a
slip?
constant battle.
Is it? Aye. Did your Slayer get a chicken pie on Saturday?
I did.
He did get.
Did he? Did he? Saturday.
You want you was
aye.
scan. Yes, sausage roll.
Aye.
If a chicken pie, get my chicken. Aye, but if there's no yes, sausage roll. And I thought, Marcy's is buying sausage rolls.
No chicken pies. Just
That
get
was
your sausage
Sunday,
roll.
was it?
Was it Sunday?
Aye, it was Sunday because
I was away for a run.
he likes a chicken pie and I was going to Baker, but obviously Baker's now open on Saturday,
That's
so
right.
I had to go to Tesco, and Tesco's only got chicken curry pies.
Oh, aye.
Chicken curry
Curry
pies.
pies.
So I didn't. I was not confident I was chicken pies at Tesco, that's why I went sausage rolls.
Roll, aye.
But he ended up getting a steak and gravy pie.
Oh, aye. High level.
But I hate when you ask folks, if you want to eat, just on a hink. You give my macaroni pie. I don't like cheese. What you said on a hink.
I can.
If you want to drink, just on a hink. Monster. Oh, no, I don't drink. Just say what you mean.
Exactly, aye.
Folk then I want to say if you
Yeah.
want to do
That's
it.
Because they're going to be like burning a kitty.
Aye.
You just want a straight out aisle here, chicken pie, give me a
Turn it down,
orange
brew and a doring.
Fanta, and on a chance of chugging in a millionaire square, man.
And if there's no any of that, just please yourself. I'm near first.
Aye.
So, aye. Title outside, Mark, fucking great, good lads. Like
Aye.
that's a Thailand finish. Like,
Is it?
Aye, grafters, getting proper tradesmen.
Aye.
Just fucking grafters, but aye, fair chuffed. Get wind and watertight news. So.
Brilliant.
Aye, that's one obstacle. Had another obstacle, jump tour.
Aye.
So on to the next thing.
Aye. Tick it off the list and
Yeah.
move on. Yeah.
Getting closer.
Aye, it's closer than I was
Last week.
week.
Who are yourselves, lads? What you been up to, Dunk?
I had a members visitor day at Royal Aberdeen on Sunday. Golf,
Oh,
amazing.
aye.
So it's basically like 3 round of golf. We obviously a member. So we were second, 46 points, 2 ball better ball. So I had a 75 round Royal Aberdeen, so I was delighted. Amazing course. Didn't realise. I checked it today. It's 190 quid for a round in there.
Is it?
Aye. What a course. And I checked it's 9th in Scotland, the top 100 courses.
Is it?
So good day out. Aye. Amazing course.
Like, was the weather? Was it fine? Calm?
It was a bit shitty in the morning, but it's tailed off and just dried out, so it was fine.
Yeah.
Aye, so
I've
cracking day.
played it before.
Aye,
Aye.
amazing.
I thought it was brutal, like
Aye, tough.
really tough.
Mega tough. But I was near puff I win on Sunday, so
Oh,
that's why.
well, it was windy when I was there, and I lost about 6 bars.
Oh,
like,
aye.
hard, like.
Aye.
That's for the seniors play a lot of the time.
Well, they actually had the Scottish
Senior Open.
Senior Open.
They had the Scottish Open there and that. McIlroy and all that.
And they played the amateur thing.
Aye, Scottish amateurs been there a few times, aye. So,
Because that's the I've probably told the story before, though. I was driving up by Fife, and that's Greg Norman.
Oh,
That's right.
Well, that was the seniors open.
And he was biting into-
Aberdeen. He was
That's
biting
right, aye.
Fife.
95. All right.
Yeah.
so aye, good day.
All right. Spout yourself, Shed.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Struggling with a call.
Struggling with a call. So poker Friday, wasn't out the bike Saturday. Couldn't be arsed. Sunday, kids football. Monday, watched the funeral.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, I was out my bike yesterday as well.
Oh, aye. And
Sweat it out.
Aye.
last night.
Fair tune, by the way.
It's a flat. It's
Yeah, but
so,
fair pace.
Yesterday afternoon, or farmers you on the bike yesterday?
yesterday afternoon. So
Right.
it's fine, quite.
Aye.
Aye, it's fine.
Do you watch
Stick
it?
to it,
Oh, this funeral.
Watched the fair about 9:30, about 12:30.
Aye.
It was pretty interesting. I thought.
That was impressive day.
Pretty good, like.
Yes. I was 9:30 till about 5.
Aye.
Was you all day? Was you?
Much the healthy.
I was about 3 and that was my fill. I couldn't go
I
anymore.
was quite impressed with you all. Like,
Oh, aye, very.
It's good, like.
Did not watch 1 second of it.
Did you know?
No.
Was you know who's?
Busy working.
Shifting scaffold. Lighting bondies.
oh, fine. Oh, you can't beat a
I
Bondi.
felt guilty.
You know, get the highlights.
I'm too busy to be mourning.
Aye.
I was same. I was not feeling great for
Aye.
Friday over the weekend, so it
Aye.
was just a case of fucking
Laying low.
laying low. Elaine had COVID and that, so
So, you can't knock a wifey though, Queen.
No, no way.
She's done real.
I think
Unbelievable.
some of our families maybe let her doing like, but her as a person,
Unbelievable.
Even I'm not a big royal
Nor am I.
man either, but her as a person,
Aye.
she's not. Think of one thing she's done that's wrong. Nothing.
Okay.
Called Diana.
Well, see, it's
giving birth
But the big
to
thing for me
rubbish,
is,
isn't it?
even maybe not all, the big thing for me is when they handed over the sceptre and the crown and that was like the moment for me when they did that, because then you realised, well, it's only ever been a queen and now it's
king.
changing
Yeah.
of the guard.
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
Weird hearing a king though.
Aye.
Aye.
Again,
So is the lyric change? Must be.
Yes. Yeah.
God save our gracious king.
King.
aye.
And the money and that.
Aye.
Oh, hey,
The stamp,
his
I've
face.
seen the stamps have changed, so you
Yeah.
can use them by
Aye.
January 23 or something.
Is it as
Yeah.
quick as that? Is it?
I seen some in the copy yet the like hear the notes changed by September. I can't be right sure.
No, I think I read
it's
they're
not-
phasing out money over a period. Yeah.
Paper notes of the 20s and 50s.
Aye.
That's what it is. You're nailing paper. And 20s
I've never
or
got
50s.
20s or 50s, so
I've a few tweeties like
Aye.
Well,
no 50s.
mine's all changed out.
No, it's
Just in case.
Is that on it? Have you seen on it with the king on it yet?
No.
No.
no. Maybe we wide out for his lugs, maybe.
Aye, different
Aye.
shaped
Wider
pound
notes.
coin.
No, it was
impressive.
impressive. You know, it was a good, not good watch, but it was a good watch. If you know what I mean.
It was relaxing.
Yeah, was I?
Fair play to the boys humping about
Oh,
a
my-
coffin, eh?
Oh,
So
Paul
we've
Bearers.
that lifted a coffin and back
Aye,
in how heavy it is, and
aye,
that is
but-
lead lined
Lead lined.
in Royal Oak. What's the
Fuck.
what was it? Wait, half it done? Somebody said.
Nah.
Slow
surely
down.
no.
No, that's what I thought. But
500
was Elaine? Was Elaine that said it?
Was it?
No way.
Hardly
how
knows
much
left
boys
of that.
were on it?
8.
8.
Oh well, possible,
Feasible,
aye.
but-
feasible.
Boys did good.
Sure,
Like,
aye.
Aye.
see them humping them up the steps.
But I was saying to Mike, it's when they were hudding it like that, and they just can.
Aye.
A coffin is
Aye.
so heavy. But,
Half a ton.
Can't be 500 kilograms.
aye, well,
Surely no.
Ah, with the wifey inside there as well, man.
Oh, she.
A
Queen
roll of
couldn't
leads,
have weighed much.
they heavy. Aye, it's really heavy.
Was she in it?
Ken, code 4. Code 4 lead.
ask Hero, he'll tell you about lead.
Code 5 behaviour.
Aye, thicker,
Aye.
aye. Code 3.
That they so
4,
heavy, they so
5,
thick.
6.
It has to be airtight, does it? Because it's not getting buried. It's,
Aye,
it's
it's in a
a cement plinth.
cement plinth and
Aye.
Grana.
Aye.
And I'm on a vault.
A vault.
Aye.
Okay.
Old boy at work, he's saying this, well, she comes and goes just like the rest of us.
Exactly. Aye.
That's a classic
It is.
northeast line, that, innit?
She can't attack it with you.
She goes out the same way as you come in.
Aye.
Exactly.
No point in being the richest man in the graveyard.
She'd trump home in that respect. There.
Oh, aye.
Aye.
Well, it's a woman.
I googled the price of that crown when I seen it.
3 billion, eh?
Aye.
How
Aye.
much?
3 billion.
I basically said it was priceless because it's got some of the biggest diamonds, rubies, emeralds in the world. Aye.
Aye.
It's the biggest diamond in the world in a scepter.
Aye.
And the biggest ruby in the world in a crown.
Yeah.
Aye.
3 billion.
Saying, is it? And that's been on the go.
Trade that in for Man United.
And that's about 100 year old. Give it a mean.
Aye.
Buckle folk died for that crown, have they?
Oh, aye.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have passed a PPQ nowadays with human slavery and stuff like that.
We're getting into treason here. We're getting into treason.
Did you watch NFL at weekend?
I did.
I did.
Oh my God, what a weekend.
I did watch it.
Raiders 0 and 2. Oh man, these high hopes. Ken Carr and Adams.
It's all right. That'll come.
Adams already regretting leaving Green Bay.
He must be.
Doubt it very much so.
Got a touchdown. He's caught a touchdown pass at the weekend, wasn't he?
Aye, first in. Aye, all come good. All come good. Just learn a new storybook.
I was a baddie at the weekend, though, was it? Storybook.
I was a baddie. They were 20-0 up and absolutely cruising. I'm not joking you. Cruising. I could have switched it off half time. Went to bed. Confident. Well, when I started odd to 10 or something, kind of. Fucking Jesus.
I did an exact same thing.
Ravens.
Ravens.
Oh, Ken, what the game up was.
28-7 up at half time.
Aye.
I think that's it, done and dusted.
Aye.
Blew it. Fucking 38-42. Good beat.
Ken.
Unbelievable.
It was a 4-game with Jets as well.
Jets, aye. Jets were the Browns. I was the Ravens. It was the other again. It was another big
Raiders. I was another biggie now at the.
Oh, my.
The Lions whipped Commanders, did they?
Aye.
Aye.
The Lions have
done
they're
it
up
right.
2-0.
I know.
Aye.
Okay, now.
Unbelievable for
Yeah.
them. Like,
The wheels will fall off here.
surely. And Scottish Cup at weekend, a few Highland League teams playing. Don't use using.
I was at a Tara game, aye.
I think was it.
It wasn't a 4-0. It wasn't a 4-0 game. They got me for Bunks need to go on subs and are stronger, but for 60, 65 minutes, it apparently changed the game. It's boy from at work. Blatant dive.
Aye.
Shocking, honestly. It was one of the refs, a horrendous referee. It was all about him. But Tara huffed and puffed, to be honest. Did too much stuff in the air. Boy Reid didn't have a good game. I seen Neil Simpson here. But I'm assuming watching him and he had a poor game. But they were well in the game, to be honest. It just didn't get any service to Kaka. Aye. Well, you can see watching that game because they can if it's happening with that pitch because they're playing on it every week. You know what I mean? You can definitely see that watching it.
I fucking hate plastic pitches with an absolute passion.
Shouldn't be allowed.
Nah.
But Bunks, the bottom 3 or 4 subs. I mean, the bottom 3 or 4 subs were like a lot stronger. If it Tara had on the bench, it kind of like overpowered him.
St Mirren a plastic pitch? No, it's not.
Nah,
Is it? No,
it's grass.
Is it grass? It's grass.
Aye,
Yeah,
it's
it's not
grass,
hybriding, is it?
grass.
It's grass.
Aye.
But I was surprised you were saying him. Obviously, you watched Tara, Hannah. That's the first time I've seen him, and it's like you couldn't believe that's the same team. To be honest,
I feel last season.
Well, it's not.
but there's not much.
It's the same team in name,
Aye.
but a lot of changes.
As soon as like he goes to fullback, the whole lot of them just trigger a press. It's pretty impressive to watch. Okay, they still got beat, but
Aye, they work hard. Like.
aye.
Definitely work hard. Aye.
That's the first time I've seen Dylan like. Is he a midfielder to trade or is he a defender?
Well, he's centre half.
Aye, but I don't. But he's
he's a
that good in the
youngster.
bye. He looks like he'd be good in midfield, to be honest. Because I was really impressed with how good he is, cool on the back. Like first time I've seen him, and big lad, and that.
He's no shy of tackle. Like
So it was good to watch, but this works. I hate Banks. I do. I've always hated him. Just it's just a bad day at office.
It is. It's Scottish Cup. It was not going to progress.
I know a bit.
Again, but it's fine to get a
Get a couple of runs again. So, but
Locals got knocked out in
a few Highland League
Island teams got beat. Aye.
done. I think that team that beat Locals got beat by Huntley last year. Was it?
Hillabeath.
Hillabeath. Aye.
Junior outfit, Ken.
Aye. There was a few
Not good enough.
no good results for the Highland League teams at the weekend.
No.
Like, but onwards and upwards.
Shows you maybe standard Highland League.
Well, is that the question? Is the Highland League standard
Well.
dropping
I think so.
ever since Fort Williams left?
Correct. True.
I think they had a good win at weekend. I think they beat
I beat Orkney 5-1.
Orkney 5-1. Right, we'll move on to clue number 2.
No, because I don't got one yet.
Aye, I have won 9 Grand Slam singles titles, 4 Australians, but I've never won Wimbledon. So 9 Grand Slam singles titles, 4 Australian, but I've never won Wimbledon. Does that help with the sport?
Oh, obvs. It's definitely an FA I've got because he won Wimbledon. So
Right. Say the mine.
I think you'll get. I think you've went a woman. You can.
So 9 Grand Slam single titles, 4 Australians, and she's
4 Australian what? 4 Australian Opens?
aye.
With the 9 slams.
Mm-hmm. But never won Wimbledon.
He's never won Wimbledon.
Or she.
They,
Them.
Them.
Them. It. Her.
her,
Or
they.
they.
Z. Er.
Right, topics.
So is
week.
it tennis? Tennis.
Table tennis. Topics this week. If I was to go with Irene,
You go with yours.
mining.
Because when I did a best 11 in a while, and you've got 2.
Aye.
It's a good.
I thought it was quite interesting, Mick.
Yeah, because off the back of Todd Boehly, funny you Chelsea owner, going on about the Hale All-Star game, North v South.
Yeah.
In the Premier League. And obviously a few managers had their say this week about it, if they agree or disagree. Some have actually said nothing on it. But Fitzabdi's opinions on it, do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
Yep.
I was thinking it'd be quite interesting, but then I was thinking NFL All-Star game. It's just a piss about. Nobody cares, and if you got injured, nobody be flipping wrapped in cotton
Uproar.
wool. So it'd be probably be a heap of shit.
Yeah, rubber duck. There'd be, there's no
Probably
point,
be a
like,
bit
it
shit.
really is.
I'd just be interested to see the teams, kind of like
Aye.
north south. I'd be interested to see what kind of teams are
Teams would be-
selected.
Yeah.
If I would be managers then.
Aye.
Well,
Well,
the base
Did they
bar,
rotate? Would they rotate it? I don't know. Different manager every time.
I think it goes to with the base bar, the Major League base bar, and I think it's got to do with the champions and a cup champion or something like that. So, so it could
So it'd
be,
be like Pep versus.
if
Well,
I-
Tuchel would have been maybe.
maybe.
Kind of like.
I would say you just vote. Well, like you'd probably pick a best managers, kind of like a manager of the year in the north, a manager of the year in the south, and hey, them as the managers.
Aye.
So you're probably picking Pep v
Yeah.
Conte.
And same with the Major League Baseball. You're not allowed. You have to get one player for each team as well involved in it.
All right, okay.
So that's how I've picked my team.
Aye.
Well, you didn't tell us that, did you?
No.
Alright.
You can do whatever you want to do, but
Aye.
I have looked at it and I have picked a 20-man squad.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
fuck?
Two 20-man
I
squads.
just went 11 v 11.
20-man
That's it,
squad.
right.
Aye, but I've picked 2 players for each team. Then I've picked the 11 for that 20.
You've been
Aye.
sitting for a few hours.
Jesus, you've been bored this week.
Aye, I was about to say.
I actually done it in the last 40 minutes of what I came doing tonight. Actually, I have written down my 2 11s without doing that, and I've also written down my 11s. Look at that. For each team, I've put in 2 players doing.
Jesus.
And
So the best 2 players for every team.
yes.
But if you could be struggling positions then, couldn't you?
Well, that's why you have to look at the positions and that.
I just went positions, like
I went
Aye.
positions and just.
picked
Yep.
the best player in that position
Yeah.
in North
Yeah.
v South.
So,
or best player at on
Time.
form.
That's
Just
what I've done currently, aye.
okay, so North v South, far you putting the line, far as
far wins first. Or far you putting the line.
I'm saying on North or Leicester.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've actually got written down here for North and South.
so Fitz Villa.
Villa is North.
North.
Aye.
Yep. South I've got in Arsenal, Tottenham, Brighton, Chelsea, Brentford, Bournemouth, Southampton, West Ham, Crystal Palace.
Ah, the London teams.
Are the London teams and the South Coast teams.
Yeah.
Aye, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth,
fair
Southampton. Aye. So we'll go with my team.
Well, you go with your team, aye.
So, before we start, far you think would win anyway?
North.
North.
Mass?
I think it'd be a good game, but aye, North team's better, aye.
North.
Yeah. So my team, gone by the way I've picked it by 2 players for each team, is South team is Ramsdale in goals.
Yeah.
Back 4-0, Maitland-Niles, Saliba for Arsenal,
Yeah.
Anderson for Crystal Palace, and Reece James for
This is your
Chelsea.
best.
So your best team.
Yeah.
In current form now.
Aye. Then midfield 5-0.
5 in midfield.
Well, a 4-3-3. I'm glad.
Yeah.
So 3 is Rice, Mount, and Bowen. And then Zaha, Son, and Kane. That's the 2 for each team.
Terrible.
That's a shocking team.
I've only got Ramsdale.
I've only got
and
Ramsdale and
Ramsdale
James.
and James, aye.
That's all I've got in her.
Yeah, same with me.
Well, go Rooney, who says
Aye.
Dunk, you're next one.
So South.
Your South team.
So Ramsdale in goals, right back James, left back Tierney, centre backs Saliba and Thiago Silva, centre mids Odegaard, Xhaka and Casido for Brighton, and then 3 up top Jesus, Kulusevski and Mitrovic.
Nick Kane.
I like Mitrovic. I like Kane and a bit.
Controversial.
Right.
Saka in midfield 3.
No, Xhaka.
Xhaka.
Oh,
Xhaka.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
My South team, Ramsdale in goals. James right back, Perisic left back.
Aye.
Silva centre half with Bella Kuchop for Southampton. 3 midfield, Kulusevski, Odegaard and Højbjerg.
Aye.
Front 3, Saka, Kane and Mitrovic.
Nice.
I'm going on current
just
form.
Current form.
Yes.
Same with me.
No say Son, no? No Son in there.
Well,
Nah, but just one game.
Son one game.
Aye.
Aye. And
That's
you
why I
can't
didn't
knock
put
him out
Can't knock
like
it like that.
And he's definitely.
I was going to put him in. I thought it's been one game.
Aye.
So I've went Ramsdale, right back James, Saliba, Thiago Silva, Perisic, midfielder Odegaard, Højbjerg, Martinelli, up front Mitrovic, Kane, Ivan Toney.
Much as
I thought about Tony. Like.
a lot of them, much and such the same,
You're
isn't it?
about eight, same as me. Aren't you?
Run about, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I'd picked a quite different, but obviously no.
No,
On the form, I think it's about right.
I think so.
No, in form it is, because I had like a majority of the players that you've mentioned there in the team that I picked for a
Aye.
start.
Aye.
But
Bella Kuchop's obviously but I've seen him play. He's decent. Young German boy for Southampton.
something.
Aye.
Saying,
Only thought a boy I could have squeezed in was Zaha, but I couldn't get him. It was either him or Martinelli, but I wasn't sure.
on form, I
Aye.
put in Eric Dyer as well.
Well, I did him first. I scored him out for Thiago Silva.
Silva. We've all got Silva.
person.
haven't
If
we?
you-
That's why I
apart from
just
you,
was
mate.
like,
I had Saliba in another team, but no.
Saliba, he's
Saliba
been
as well.
superb, man.
Aye. Okay, North team. Here we go. Here's my North team.
I'd say this is easier.
Man City.
Yes, basically, because I was trying to like put Man City players in, but
That's why I'll come into play with the
Aye.
2
Aye.
players for
Yeah,
each
yeah.
team.
I've only got 3 City players.
Have
Have you?
Aye.
Oh,
I've got in goals Pope.
okay.
Pope in goals.
Yeah.
Trippier.
Yeah.
Martinez, Man United. Virgil van Dijk. Digne. Midfield is De Bruyne, Tielemans and Casemiro. Sancho and Salah, and up top is Haaland.
Casemiro.
Tielemans, he's bottom of the league.
Oh, my.
I'm done. We
Michael Hay.
the eye test.
Oh, well, you failed it.
You need to go auditions right now.
Holy smokes.
Pope.
Yeah,
Aye, Pope's a
To be
shout.
fair,
Like.
I've got-
that is a shout.
I've got Pope, Walker, Cancelo as the fullbacks, Varane and Martinez, and then midfield I've got Thiago, De Bruyne, Eriksen, and then I've got Rashford, Foden, Haaland.
Foden?
Oh my.
You're come on,
Oh my
Doc.
On form.
God.
Oh, on form?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Just what he does every week.
Nothing.
Aye,
I
zero.
get 9 out of 10 every week.
9 out of
9
10.
out of 10.
Come off it,
That's
Doc.
exaggerating.
Oh, my God.
7 max.
4.5.
Plays every game.
That's hopeless.
Run through your team again.
Aye.
Pope.
Walker, Cancelo as fullbacks, Varane and Martinez, then 3 in midfield, Thiago, De Bruyne, Eriksen, and up front Rashford, Foden, Haaland.
Rashford. Oh, Jesus.
Aye, I've Rashford.
Aye.
I can't, but it went against the grain. I actually had
Aye.
Kulusevski, and then I realised he played for Spurs. Because I did the North team first.
my North team's Alisson in goals. Trippier, Van Dijk, Martinez. I've got Malaysia at left back.
Oh, aye.
Aye.
Van Dijk.
Silva. Well, we're going to get to that, by the way.
Aye.
But it doesn't matter who I knew. I've got Silva, De Bruyne and Thiago.
I forgot about him.
And up front, I've got Salah, Haaland and St.
I'd
Maximin.
have probably put him in if I'd mind.
Oh, good shout. Aye.
Is it Maximum?
Yeah.
Ripped City to bits.
Yeah.
Ripped your right back
Aye.
to bits, Walker.
Takes a good player, yeah.
I've got Ederson, Trippier,
I had him in. Sorry.
Diaz, Shar for Newcastle. Cancelo. Midfield I've went De Bruyne, Hinners and Diaz. And up top I've went Isaac, Haaland and Rashford.
Midfield Diaz. Is he a midfielder? Is he a centre half?
No, the Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Oh, okay. I'll let you off on
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah, forward.
more a forward, I would say.
Stick my there. Well, I'm playing 4-2-4 then.
Attacking.
No, it'd be a good game though.
That would be.
Interesting now.
It won't happen.
You're interested? You want to see my 2 players for each team?
Go on.
Since you've been at time.
Nah.
Go on.
Saliba, Ramsdale, Haaland, De Bruyne, Kane and Son, Gross and McAllister, Martinez and Casemiro, James and Mount, Salah, Van Dijk.
Whoa.
How you
Casemiro? He's played no games.
Exactly, that's how bad Man United is. James and Mount, Salah, Van Dijk, Tony Jensen, Pope, Trippier, Harrison, Rodrigo, Billing, Kelly, Cody Gordon, Ward-Prowse, Maitland-Niles, McGinn and Digne, Sa Kilman, Rice Bowen, Nico Williams and Lindegaard, Madison Tillman, Zaha,
Lindegaard. Who that?
He's worse than
40
Foden.
In Forest, you've took Lingard.
Well, I was going to put Henderson in, but I like him.
He's a
Keeper.
He's a dick.
Terrible, like.
Arsehole.
So, Abdi agreement that North would win?
I think so, aye.
Yeah.
But is it going to happen?
No.
Nah, not a chance in
They
hell.
would never action it, would they?
No.
But I think a better select idea would be a Premier League select v like La Liga select and
something like
Bundesliga select and French select.
I think you get a bit of traction with that.
But the boy Boehly's had a couple of cracking quotes, and he was trotting out about he had the best academy in the world and was naming players that didn't even come from his academy.
Aye.
He's a war with the fairies, I think.
I seen an interview with him and why Tuchel.
I liked what he said. He was
I liked what he said. He wasn't on board with
But they were.
the club's ethos.
I'd be
A
honest.
bit
I like the fact
Cormac-y,
I like the fact he gave Potter a chance. I do. There's no other.
Would like to hear for his ethos was if Tuchel wasn't fitting in. Like.
Well, I suppose I was.
Well, I think it was a lot to do with he wants more players coming through youth system into Chelsea rather than spending millions.
Well, which we thought would
and I don't think Tuchel's on board with that.
He's
I don't think a lot of the like Mourinho wouldn't be on board with that.
No.
I reckon if Conte would be on board with that, they're there to win now.
There was another story.
Ten Hag
in 5 years' time.
Ten
There's
Hag
another
would be.
story
Could
trotted
be.
out today that Ronaldo's supposed to be a cert for January, and Tuchel was saying no chance. I don't want him, and they bagged him.
Well, that's gone totally against the grain of what we've just said.
I just said it was one of the stories I read. It's probably not true.
Well, it can't be if Potter's on board, bring through the youth.
No.
I'm looking. I've put up quite a big statement on the group chat saying I think Potter will be the best decision Chelsea's ever made.
Think so?
Aye. I think it's. I just get a feeling it's a right manager at the right time at the right club.
Mm-hmm.
Just something I can't really explain why. It's just a feeling I've got.
Aye.
And usually, when I get this feeling, I'm wrong.
Is it not just a step too? Is it maybe just a jump too far for him?
Nah, not that. If he's earned his stripes, like.
Chelsea give him time,
And that's the
which
thing.
they must give him.
I think he could be the right job.
Because you see what he's done at Brighton, but he's been at Brighton for
5 seasons.
5,
maybe?
6
As
years
much as
maybe.
long as that.
Aye.
But I think Abdi thinks that Boehly's going to be like
Abramovich.
Trigger happy like a boy, but I
just
think he is.
final Abdi. But I think Boehly wants his own man because I think you bought a club.
Oh, I wouldn't mind man as well.
You would,
Right.
would you?
No.
You want your own manager.
So maybe he should have done
He should have maybe
Straight
done
bagged him
it straight
straight away.
Yeah.
But he maybe didn't have cause.
Aye.
Ken, you need cause and you can't
Yeah.
just come in and sack somebody.
Aye.
I know.
Ken, so I think if you buy a club, if you're a manager and somebody talks you the club, you're in trouble.
But why would you give him £200 million or something to spend in the summer?
Aye, in
then?
the summer.
I know.
I know.
It's
That's
a
strange,
strange
eh?
in like. Then he's saying he wants to go. The ethos is to get through youngsters. It's like, doesn't add up to me.
And he'll be gagged if he can say I'll be part of his payoff.
Championship manager job, boy, is he? I think.
Yeah.
Fa.
Boehly.
Boehly. We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't get me wrong. I rate
I think-
Potter's a manager. Like,
I think if he is one that he's going to concentrate a bit more. It's a bit more of a Man United policy, talking through
youth.
try to bring through their own players. There's nothing. I think that's a good policy.
Mm-hmm.
If you can do it,
For sure.
If you can get one gem, it just saves you 50, 60 million. You're laughing, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Going back to the whole north to south thing in the All Stars game, how would it work? A Premier League All-Stars team against
Aye.
other European leagues.
Aye, well, Premier team wins.
Hands
Easy.
doing all the
For
time.
me, aye.
Aye.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think La Liga's
Gone.
got hope against an all-star Premier team.
Real Madrid are European champions.
If you were making it like you said, for it's got to be certain players for certain teams, because if it wasn't just Real Madrid and Barcelona, then
One
they'd
player
be,
for each team.
they'd be screwed.
Aye, well, that's a different thing.
Aye.
But it's,
Your squad's made up for one player for one team.
Aye, that's what I'm
Each
saying.
team.
So
I think
you
it's
still
the
back
All-Stars
a Premier League,
team.
so there's that many good players.
Aye, and every club's got one or two worldies, really,
Aye.
if you go... Well,
But it's
If
fine.
they-
nah, maybe no
Whoa,
worldies,
whoa,
but
whoa, whoa.
decent players.
Aye.
Yeah, but say Spanish League. Just you think about you Ken, we've listed a heap of folk here, right? But if you start only allowed for one for City,
Aye.
sorry,
Who do you pick?
one for City, one for United, one for Chelsea. Can you
Aye.
start running through our teams? How do you pick? Because I mean,
It's a shit rule, though.
that's
Mike,
my
that's a shit rule.
it's a fucking it's a brilliant rule because that gives you the even spread
But
across
then
the
it's
league.
not really a Premier Select,
Back
is
then,
it? It's
it's
just
just a
like
player for
one
each
for
team.
every team select.
So a
It's-
Premier selects Man City then.
Well, no, I don't think so, because I've only got 3 City players in. I mean, Haaland's are nailed on, says De Bruyne. What's
Ederson.
my other? Silva. You could argue about Silva.
I would
You could argue Edouard, Ken. I'm Mer Allison. I think he's a
Ederson?
better keeper.
Nah.
Edison, sorry. What did I say? Edward.
Edward.
He plays
up front.
Palace,
Aye. I'm trying to think of other players that maybe get into the Man City team. Maybe Salah.
Salah.
Would he in current form? No, wouldn't
You ain't
Not in
gonna-
current form, no.
he? No, so he doesn't get in.
Football at work. Come on.
I bet you could say that about Omdi.
Salah's still a great player.
but he's not getting in the City team.
Form's temporary, class is permanent.
Well,
No.
how much good seasons he in? 3?
Van
His
Dijk walks
career?
into the City team.
No, he doesn't. No chance. He's finished.
Says Robertson.
Robertson as well.
Aye.
Robertson's finished.
Robertson, fucking Cancelo.
No way.
Yeah,
No.
Cancelo is an unbelievable
No
player.
way. Robertson's no better than him.
Robertson's the best left back in the world.
No, he's not.
Okay, we'll agree to disagree.
It's about opinions.
Opinions.
Aye, you want to move on to the next team? If I wants to go next.
I'll go last.
You go last.
All right, I'll go next then. I'll go
Shit,
next.
you
Because
go
somebody's going
I'll
to fall out with me when I go.
What was my question again? What did I say? Hold on.
Brendan Rodgers.
Every week you go, what did I say? 'Cause
I wrote it down.
is Brendan Rodgers a fraud?
Is Brendan Rodgers
The real deal.
or a fraud?
Interesting.
It is.
Explain thyself.
Because we've on here.
We've waxed lyrical about him at some
we've
point.
banged on here about how brilliant we thought he is and how fantastic a job he's done at all his clubs he's been at and everything. And we thought
Huh?
I've rated him as a top
Yeah.
manager till I've looked at his record.
Okay.
Watford left they were in the relegation zone, punted. Went on to Reading, got punted after 6 months because they were 1 above the relegation zone. Swansea, got promoted, kept them in the Premier League, but again, punted. Loser fool, punted.
Almost won a league with Liverpool.
Aye. Sacking. Every manager gets sacked now.
I bet he blew
That he got
the title.
I don't think he got pointed for Swansea either. He taken a Liverpool
He
job. didn't
blew the title. 5 points clear, 3 matches left. Bottled it. Finished. Sacked.
Are the greatest
Slip a
managers.
G, innit?
Well, he chose him.
Are the greatest
Fuck,
managers
wouldn't
have done that? haven't they?
Tell me one manager that wouldn't have chose the other.
Well, I'm back in if I would have after that speech. I'm just saying, Kenny's sacked. So the very next season he got punted.
Yeah.
I think
And
he did
then-
a good job at Liverpool.
Aye.
And Swansea.
I'm only giving you Swansea. And then Smeltic, well, I was no competition up there at that because
Rangers were doing.
Rangers were
But you can only...
getting resurrected.
but
You can only beat the focus in front of you.
Aye,
again,
that's
blah,
true,
blah,
that.
blah, again.
you can't say he was a failure at Celtic.
Well, I'm not saying he did anything special.
He nearly won how many leagues in a row?
4.
Was it 4?
4? Was it as much
He
as
won
that?
4 of
He
them.
won
didn't he?
3, didn't he? And then the 4th
Did
when he
he?
left. Yeah.
It was a treble though, wasn't it?
Aye,
treble,
He won a
treble.
treble. That's impressive.
We named the competition wise against him, to be
Whole
honest.
season undefeated.
Aye.
Then doing to Leicester.
So it's Liverpool, Swansea, Celtic successful.
Leicester won their first trophy.
What
And
did he win at Liverpool?
nothing.
Aye, but he almost won a league with them.
Leicester, he won a trophy.
I
They
would
won-
say he was a
though.
success at Liverpool.
Nah,
First
No,
FA
he
Cup
was.
in how many
He
years?
did a lot better than the folk that came before him.
For Julia, he won the Champions League.
No, he didn't. Benitez did.
Benitez, sorry.
Aye.
So
Maybe not Benitez, but
If I was after Roy Hodgson,
he was terrible.
he was terrible.
he's a great manager.
And then Leicester, he's got to get Leicester relegated this season.
But what's he done with Leicester in the last few seasons? He's probably put him in Europe.
Made him worse.
Fifth twice and won a FA Cup. First time in again was it 30, 40 year.
Made him worse.
Net
You
spend.
can't argue he's made him worse.
Net spend £5 million since he's been here.
So I'm not
They
caring
hadn't
about
spent nothing in the summer.
not caring about all
Nothing.
I'd be looking at the chairman near Rodgers, personally.
That. Nah.
I
Rodgers has made
personally
it
think
worse.
Rodgers is a good manager, and if they stick with him, he'll get him out of
I
trouble.
think so.
I don't think so. I think he's turned out.
But
to maybe the manager we all thought he has been, and it's coming home to roost this season.
I think you look at him and he looked to me like he's lost a bit of the drive there. I think there's things going on behind the scenes.
That's easy to say if in a team's deal
Aye.
shite, Ken. He's saying a sticky spell I knew with Leicester. I don't think they didn't invest in the summer, and he's got a bit unlucky with obviously teams coming to rob as good players,
Yeah.
and they hadn't bought players to replace him.
But why is these good players not biting with him?
Well, maybe that's a money thing, and
No.
Is it?
kind of
It's a
chance for a
chairman.
better club.
It's the chairman, obviously. The chairman died, and his son's team.
But you
died.
read rumours that the boy's supposed to be skint, don't you?
Aye, he's just
Saying
been
skint, but again,
spending
lost a
money
lot of them.
stupidly somewhere else. And, nah.
Well, my opinion is
Because the Fofana will have been a big, massive blow for him.
The Vardy threats, I think. I said last year, I think, when we went down and watched Vardy at Ellen Road,
Legs are gone.
I thought he was nah.
Aye, leggy.
He's sharp.
He's not as sharp and quick as he used to be.
Then there's got
If
Vito.
Vardy is one of the players that is 100% needs his pace.
Oh, yeah.
If
Oh,
he's
it's
not
one
got
of
his
them.
pace,
He's got
he's
nothing else.
yeah.
Fit, Fitz and Rodgers didn't replace him, man.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, that's the thing, though. They're saying he's bought because they spent 28 million on that Patson Dakar or whatever, and he scored like 3 goals or something. And he actually looks a good player, but he doesn't seem to fancy him. So you could go through a few of the players he has signed there, and it turned out well.
No, exactly.
I don't get why Sancho's not playing. He's a good
I know.
defender.
I know.
I don't get if it's up and there.
Are they not playing for him? Have they lost faith in him?
I think they signed
Again.
a doppelganger of the boy for the French team, Rodem.
Aye.
13 million boy played at the weekend.
Aye.
He looks a decent centre half now, like. But
I like Leicester as a club, so I hope they can get out.
I think every manager goes through sticky spells. This is just a sticky spell for Rodgers, and he's in the most brutal league in the world.
No hiding place.
Yeah, and it's easy to say, he doesn't look interested. Some of the players that look interested. I wouldn't go along with that. I just think they're having a hard time.
Well, for me, I don't think it's cracked up to be.
I think in the first, funnily enough, okay, they got beat 6-2 by Spurs, but in the first half, they're a better team. 90 minutes. You need 90 minutes, but
It's just a couple of, but they've got quite an aging team. Johnny Evans has been outstanding, but he's now 35, knocking on a bit. A couple of other boys, I don't know, but it's not working for him now because he needs a win and he needs him quick.
And I genuinely think he'll get them relegated this season. And they're saying they can't afford to pay him off.
Is that right?
So if it's going to change,
would it be his fault though?
yes.
Because the club had not invested a ton in summer.
Because I think we'd all
Is that-
agree in the
is that a
Premier League you
manager?
can't invest nothing in the Highland League. Highland League, the Premier League, and survive. You have to invest.
Unless you've got a hoorah good team.
Aye.
And like you're saying, and they're an aging squad.
Yeah, but you've listed all the players they've got there, and that's not a bad team.
There's
Is it?
some good players. I see the 11.
Ken, you're not telling me it's a team.
Danny Ward's a
That's
big
what-
point for him.
That's
I
why
think he is.
He's
Danny
a big-
Ward looks not up to the job.
No,
Aye.
and he obviously
that's-
started back, and there's 2 centre halves, and not happy with the goalkeeper behind you. It's
Yeah.
kind of mixing things.
Yeah.
A bit shaky for a start.
He's choosing them.
I reckon why they got rid of Schmeichel
Well,
and
that's all. I'm thinking it's
wage bill.
wages possibly,
I think there's more going on in the scenes. I think it's more.
and he's keeping his gob shut.
Aye. More to deal with behind the scenes than Rodgers himself. I think Rodgers is trying to make the best of a bad situation.
Fair enough.
Well, I say check next.
I think he's just. I think he's just doing the same. He's done Watford, Reading, Liverpool.
Yeah.
and
We
then
did
on to
mention
Leicester.
at the start of the season though that Rodgers might be
On a sugary
on a
peg.
sugary peg this season.
Yeah.
Purely because they haven't spent money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I think he's been a good manager the last 10, 15 years.
I don't think the Celtic fans will have much sympathy for him, to be fair.
No, just like Rangers fans, I suppose, with Gerrard.
Yeah.
Aye.
But he seems to be getting things together a wee bit now, does he?
One more.
If I did they beat the weekend?
If I was that again.
Southampton. 1-0.
At home.
Went home.
So I'm saying Rodgers, nay for me.
no.
So you did think he's a good manager, now you've decided he's nah.
I thought he was a good manager, but then
One sticky spell.
no sticky. I've thought us last season as well.
Last season?
Aye.
They were alright last season, weren't they?
Fifth. Oh no, they finished
No, no.
10th or something, wasn't it?
Exactly. So the
His
signs
first
were
two
there
seasons, he
already.
nearly made the top four twice.
Like twice, aye.
Nearly.
Last game of season,
Yeah.
both times.
Yeah.
Andy won the FA Cup.
Oh, yeah, well, give me the FA Cup. It's a good-
For a team the size of Liverpool.
Provincial.
Aye.
But the United
They've-
European semi-final.
They've won the league.
Okay, they have
Aye,
won. Aye.
Come on.
Last that though, they're nah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead.
I was a freak. Total freak.
Well, they've won it.
Okay, move on. Doug.
So mine's Goodwin's comments about Porteous and flat thought of them. Do I want to manage my club? Singling out a player like that, is it right? Obviously I read some Hibs are like demanding an apology or some shit, and is it sour grapes? You even said it himself, is it sour grapes, or are we just glad that somebody is calling it as it is?
What do you think?
Well, I agreed with a lot of it he said, but I don't like seeing the manager do that personally with my club.
No.
I think he should just keep his gob shut and move on.
Aye, looking for blame.
Aye.
Aye.
And he obviously says it's sour grapes, and regardless if it was a bad decision or no, I just think you've got to be better than it, even though it's hard.
Aye.
And you could say it was maybe heat of the moment because he did it on every interview. He did it on BBC, he did it on Red TV, every enough listened to or heard. And I'm like, but I didn't like it personally.
Surely a club the size of Aberdeen, their PR would be saying, didn't Ken? He's done it once. Dad, say it again.
Before he goes to the next interview, aye.
Aye.
Porteous has got under skin.
Aye.
Porteous is sent to Hemgen. Job done.
Job done. But I probably laughing at him in the dressing room
Yeah.
because he's just named me, called me out
Aye.
on every station,
Aye.
and we won a game.
Yeah. So Falluc's. How's
Oh,
that?
doesn't it
How's
look like-
that a good look at for Aberdeen?
No,
Doesn't look good and good with it.
No.
Shit like that.
it doesn't like.
No.
I just wondered if he thought the same or if he thought different.
I needed to mention was how he seen the penalty.
And it was a bad decision in my opinion, and then leave it at that.
Aye.
And let Abdi see it with
Let
their own
everyone
eyes.
see it with their own eyes and make their own judgment on it. To call out.
But he continually, on the Red TV, and he continually
seen it.
kept going, Porteous this, Porteous that,
Told
Porteous.
the
It's-
referee beforehand.
It's one
watch it for
decision in
quarters.
the whole game, though. One decision.
Changed the game though, didn't it?
Aye, definitely changed the game.
It's a penalty.
Snap penalty.
Yeah.
It is a penalty.
I thought it was a pen to start with, like you say, but once I watched it back on telly,
Porteous actually fouls him prior to the. Then he gets him in a headlock, and then the boy's got a huddle up.
That's pushing it. Headlock. Come
not
on.
a headlock.
It was not a headlock.
He's got his arms round his head,
but he's done him, innit? He's done him.
and then the boy's got a hand for his shirt, but Porteous puts the boy down.
It's the fact that
falls on top of him.
Scales falls on top of him.
Aye.
Makes it look
But
bad.
he's spun
Aye.
round, but Porteous has fouled him all the
is
way
that
over.
It's that old classic though. It is good play for him,
Regardless if it's a penalty or no.
but it's cheating.
I think it's cheating.
It's not a penalty.
I think it was a pen, personally.
That's why I was saying though, it's hard to get across it. Why I was saying I could see 50% of refs getting it every time, and 50% they getting it because they get one look at it, somebody's going right. He's pulled them down, or it's handbags, and the next man going, no, it's definitely a pen.
But if it was at 1-0 at that point, and then it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Aye.
So you get your fucking, you get your back. You get
Well,
back. At 1-1, shouldn't you down tools, do you?
But then the thing is, for me, if it was another, like, for me, massive slant and Goodwin is, he showed his hand straight away, pulled off his striker, and just went negative straight away. He didn't even wait till half time.
I watched the game and I thought Hibs were quite good actually prior to Aberdeen scoring.
Right.
I thought Hibs had the better chances, the better the game. Aberdeen scored, I would say, against the run of play.
Mm-hmm.
Then that happens, and then Goodwin shafts it.
He did, because he just been so negative. There's plenty of teams have had a result when it's went down to 10 men.
Aye, yeah, just mark it hard.
Go back to the Hill penalty in the sending off. If VAR was in place in Scotland,
There's no way
because it's near clear. Even though as much as I'm saying it's near, I don't think it's
Well,
Is
I think
would you overturn it?
I would have overturned that
Nah,
because if he boy fouls him prior to him Aye.
You tell me it's not debatable at least.
It is debatable.
Well,
And
then you can't
that's why I
overturn
think
it,
they
then.
wouldn't. That's why I think
It's
they
clear and
wouldn't.
obvious.
But there's more chance of being overturned with VAR. But
aye, definitely.
Yeah.
There's no way VAR would overturn that decision. No chance.
Aye, it does. Good, he's got him in a fucking headlock.
And would have been sent off still.
No, she wouldn't have been booked. She wouldn't have been a free kick.
Okay.
VAR would never overturn that.
Yeah.
Nah, no chance. I think they can. It's just because Aberdeen glosses are on.
That's Aberdeen for 10 points out of 70 games, 21 points, so 7 games. It's not a great start, is it?
Six.
Not the best.
I keep saying,
seventh-
I've said it on here a million times. Aberdeen's quick enough to jump on the bandwagon about Celtic and Rangers have got more money than Aberdeen. Well, Aberdeen spent a fortune compared to Aberdeen else. It's not good enough.
No.
My sixth. We're coming up to
Seventh, Mass. Seventh.
Is it seventh? We're coming up to the 10 game
games.
mark.
It's an improvement for last year, though.
But I think it's the same as last year. Aberdeen else is going to beat Aberdeen else. Rangers and Celtic are going to run away. There's 3 points between third and fucking ninth. Maybe even more. But I look at Livy. Not a penny to spend. Third. Again, the boys churning out results. But
And
Still-
Aberdeen had the toughest start.
no, it's been winnable games. So they've got tougher games to come.
Still Rangers to play in
Huh?
that. How much games are in your one quarter?
I'll tell you if it is, they've got the quarter final coming next. And if they lose that quarter final, then Knives will be out big time for them.
St Johnstone next at home in the 1st October.
Right.
It's a big game for them at home.
And then the quarter final.
And then the quarter final.
How have we got in the quarters again?
I can't mind.
Nikolai, as much as.
Edit in.
Insert.
Partick Thistle.
It is Partick.
Is it?
That is Partick.
Fuck off.
It is, eh? Is it? I think it is Partick. Is it? Is it? I'm sure it is.
Livingston.
Is it? Is it?
That's a great pick for me. It is.
No,
But no, it was a bad look, I think.
yeah,
Got to be better than that.
definitely.
Aye, you can think it all you want, but
Didn't it?
keep it yourself.
Because every other
International
club in Scotland's gone, look at Goodwin Sewer Grapes, one idiot.
International break came at a good right time for the Dons, or
I could go on forever about the Dons.
aye?
We'll probably revisit it wanker of the week.
Oh, I forgot my wanker of the week.
Have you?
It's alright, I'll find something.
Defended.
Us waiting anticipation.
Just fill up the end and Mike on Massey's kind of like demographic about fitties or what to speak about if it's been on the WhatsApp.
Well, he's obviously.
Listen to last week's pod.
I listened to last week's pod and he's teared R3 with a new article. That sums it up. So
Massey's number one thing, he doesn't like stuff nae being challenged.
So I was listening last week. I'm listening in the van, my way to work, right? If you would have came what my face is like,
Go on,
or
decent.
how my reactions were like, Ken Mickey and Rocky
aye.
Aye.
2 and Apollo Creed's fucking slagging Rocky
Aye.
on the calling him the Italian chicken and all that. And Mickey's watching the TV while he's saying it and he loses his shit, starts throwing stuff at the TV. It's a mix between that and when Don Vito Corleone was told that fucking Sonny was shot and died. His face. That's a mix between that two.
Oh.
That's a good mix now.
Aye.
So
So
when you're near here, you get a chance to
Aye.
how it feels for folk that listen.
Aye.
They want to get in and say something in the corner. But I've got the privileges. I can turn up the next week
And hammer you.
say something.
So Fitz will rile at you. Fitz got under your skin.
So
Fitz number one riling.
Another thing, I thought it was Chiz. Mine Chiz came in with all that stupid quotes for pundits.
Aye.
Well, I've got an A4 sheet of paper here of stupid quotes for that podcast last week. I got McLeish and clue number 2, by the way.
Did you?
I did, aye.
A lot of folk got in first, didn't they?
Aye, so a couple of hook kicks he
First
does.
thing,
Toss up between Miller and McLeish. Was
Aye.
it?
first thing I want to get into. I can't believe Dunk tacks off his kilt to hair shirt.
Again,
There's a lot of folk.
it's not
There's a
all.
lot of folk near getting that.
That is you're right.
And then
Like.
you said, well, you can't risk getting a bit of shit in it, but still.
It's too long to get half an hour. So
I'd rather hair up over my head.
I've took some stock of that, and
Aye. It's
I
a
think I
bad-
might knock it in the head because I've took a lot of shit over that.
It's a bad decision.
Pardon the pun.
Bad decision.
So it's a lot of just simple things like tucking off your shirt when he scored a goal. You said the yellow should be rescinded because the goal didn't stand. For me, taking off your shirt should be a straight red card.
Aye.
Aye. Why are you taking off? Why are you
rules are
taking off your shirt?
Heat of the
You shouldn't
moment.
have hair your shirt.
You can't
And
have
just
rules.
because a goal was disallowed through the VAR. Well, it was now, was it?
No.
You can't. Aye, wait, it
was
was
VAR, it was
disallowed
VAR.
through VAR. Doesn't mean that you still broke it. Still broke it. But I think the boys did actually say it.
Aye.
I did.
But the biggest thing for me was the Celtic loving. Oh dear. Oh dear.
But why?
So this is a quote for Dunk. Celtic were amazing when they go beat 3-0 at home for Real
Did I
Madrid.
say that, did I?
Aye, amazing.
But I said I only watched the highlights, so I'm surprised I
You
said that.
Celtic are amazing. Look,
Oh
I
my
wrote it in
God.
quotes. Celtic
Oh
are
my-
amazing. They go
my
beat
surprised.
3-0
God,
at home. But worse than a
It's got to be Slippers quote.
Slippers.
You got to allow that. To me, if I listened to that back,
Slippers
and
said that
It's-
with a good draw, Celtic could reach the semi-final of the Champions League
That is-
with a favourable draw.
That is
And
ridiculous.
Nobody
Shed
pulled them
back-
up
shed
on-
backed him.
Nobody pulled them up in that.
I think
I'm
that-
sitting there. I should to stop the van and scream.
on a Meldrum Street.
Oh my God!
I listened to that
when
back.
he
It was
said
that
it,
bit.
I was like, "Oh, if I was going to take him to task
Aye.
for that." Nobody.
Aye.
I was more disappointed with. That's the kind of stuff I expect for Slippers. That's why I was inviting him in.
Aye, aye.
Ken. But I was more disappointed that nobody
Aye.
questioned that. Celtic getting
surely
if it's,
did
If it's obvious, if it's obvious
Celtic
excuse,
getting to
then
the semi-final of the Champions League. Come on, boys.
It's ridiculous. I'll
That
listen
is
to it back.
That is the stupidest thing ever
Yeah, but I
said
think
in
it
this
is.
podcast.
For you're not
Honings-
here, it's a little
honings-
bit of a more calmed atmosphere when Massey's not here because it's not like.
I think it's
maybe-
possible.
Eh?
Anything's possible.
No
That's
chance.
not possible.
It's no
How's
chance.
it? Well, the first thing I say, tell me a favourable draw you could hate to the semi-finals. Teams you would hate to play. Even a favourable draw.
Even the quarters you're
Ken,
getting.
you're spicking a favourable draw in the last 16 probably be Spurs.
Rangers, aye.
Ken,
Rangers are not getting 16.
What to say?
but Ken, what I mean? A favourable draw for Celtic would be Spurs. And Spurs are fucking a great side.
Beatable though.
No, Celtic couldn't have beat Spurs with our two legs. No way in the world. But you're not telling me
You would have
Celtic
said that about Rangers about Dortmund last year.
Spurs are a better team in Dortmund. But I probably would agree that I wouldn't have said that about Dortmund, and I probably would have laughed if somebody said Rangers
Just go
got
to the
to.
final.
Aye, true.
So-
but this is a different level.
Aye, it's different,
Tell me,
yeah.
Champions League's a
Yes.
totally different
Aye, aye.
level,
Yeah.
and there's no way in the world Celtic could ever get this semi-final Champions League in this day and age. And I didn't even think the most
Staunch.
ardent Celtic
Oh,
fan,
good word.
the Andrew Marner Celtic fan would laugh
Jesus.
at
That's a
being
pod name.
told that his club could get the semi-final of Champions League. So
Yeah.
that's absolutely
Slippers are disgrace.
disgusted with that
Slippers,
comment.
honestly.
Disgusted.
Honestly, it's fuck.
And I've came to a conclusion also, and it makes perfect sense to me now that you get like every you love this. Ian. every Scottish,
I can't figure out what to say, but I'll see.
every
If,
Scottish fan has an English team. Every Dons fan has an Old Firm team. So Slippers is a Dons is a Tim Don, and Dunk is a Rangers Don.
Aye.
But I don't care if it's because you hate the other in Mayor rather than be a fan of one of them.
Probably.
I think I hate them both equal amounts.
Well, I respect that, Mayor.
because they're both shitbags.
Slippers wax lyrical about Celtic. Kiss my fucking neck.
But I will give Rangers and Celtic Jew from Jews Jew.
Aye.
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 I do hate Celtic.
Sensible.
But I do hate the pair.
Hate the pair of them.
But I will be a Ranger. I will be a Rangers
He
fan.
said that Celtic's that's the best Celtic team he's
30 year.
ever seen.
He's young.
He's young and he's
He's young.
not seen a lot of football, is he? Clearly.
Yeah.
But he can surely mind an O'Neill team. That's the two
Well, he
teams,
said-
isn't it?
He said they were better.
That's a better team than Neil.
Oh, I
Larson,
think
Sutton,
Larson, Sutton,
Hartson,
Hart-
Yalby,
Aye.
Bobo Baldi, Agat, Thompson, Lennon. That's a better
That's a
team.
better team.
Sorry.
Aye, 100%.
Absolutely. They got the European final.
Aye.
Aye,
Okay?
Seville.
And that was a good team. Anyway.
See, Slippers is wanting me to argue with you all night just to defend them.
So you can't argue.
You
You
get
can't
thrown under
argue
the
against
you
that.
get thrown under the bus.
I'm from my fuck you throwing.
Free table to you now, argue with me that Celtic can get the semi-final
No,
Champions League. No.
In Fitba,
Your silence is
Well,
no.
no.
Shed did defend. He backed him last week.
I think they could.
No, you didn't.
I do.
No, you
He
do
did, yes.
not.
I know
do.
when he.
I have lost
I didn't think
10% respect for
Didn't I
you.
think semi-final, but I think they can do the group, and I think they can.
Last 16.
With the draw they get, you never know if they could get through to the last 16.
Leicester won the league, Greece won the Euros.
Exactly.
Strangest things happen in Fitba.
Aye, well, if you're doing again.
Aye.
So here we go. So that was the most annoying in the Celtic love in. I was a waff last time was a Don's love in. And now it's a Celtic love in.
Even worse.
Next
even
time you're
worse.
off, it's going to be Rangers. You get hate.
Right, here's another one that I really fucking wound me up. This is dunk.
Right.
Cundy was right. He's had like 3 good seasons.
Yeah.
Van Dijk.
I stand by it.
No chance.
3 outstanding seasons, and Abdi says he's the best centre back ever. And first thing that came out of my head when he said that was, your Ferdinands and John Terry's, right, 20-year playing, never had a bad season. Top of their game. You think only top centre halves never had a bad season.
But Van Dijk's never had a bad season.
You're saying he now, but I'm saying.
It's not a season yet.
Yeah, but
It's the start of a season.
Abdi jumped in straight away to go, he's the greatest ever. Where I'm saying, you compare it with them boys, their full body of work, they never had a bad season.
I think Van Dijk, when he was playing at his best, was better than him. Because he had a cigar. It just... At his best.
But what I'm saying is he's struggling a bit at the minute, right? Whereas Rio, John Terry, Fals, any of these boys never struggled.
I did it. They had dips in form, Dunk.
Aye,
Come
but-
on. But the mere fit I'm getting at is the 3 good seasons. How can you say Van Dijk's only had 3 good
His
seasons?
Liverpool seasons.
But it was Celtic. He was fucking brilliant at Celtic.
Aye, but
Southampton.
Liverpool, Southampton was just, he looks a decent player, we'll sign him.
He's brilliant at Celtic.
He walked that
he was a
walked that
fucking
league.
walk in the park.
He walked
Aye.
that league.
But he was brilliant at Celtic. And he was a Rolls Royce at
He was
Celtic.
a Rolls Royce, but I'm saying at Liverpool, but I'm saying in terms of how they're speaking about being the best ever based on the last 3 seasons at
And
Liverpool.
then he went to Southampton, and he obviously was playing so well that he got his move to Liverpool, and they spent how many million on him?
75.
75 million on him.
But folk weren't gone every week, this guy's going to be the greatest player ever.
But
Then
I
he goes to Liverpool and all of a sudden he's the best centre half ever.
Because he was playing for one of the best teams in the world, and he was probably their best player. That's why you bracket him as that good.
Won the European Cup.
And Cundy, how can you agree with that, Cundy?
I didn't like him, but I'm just saying.
That's nae,
He threw it out and I was like, it got me thinking. I thought about the great centre halves that have played in the Premier League that never had bad games. He's had a sustained
Ferdinand
period
had a few bad games.
But he was at QPR.
Nah, you mind the time
Anton
Ferdinand
Ferdinand
tried to chip a bar or fucking Bellamy
Yes.
Seed at Old Trafford?
Aye.
That day, that fucking stinker.
But you see what I'm trying to say, though, Ken?
No, I dunno.
Well, they're basing it on the 3 seasons at Liverpool. See if it's like once he's like 36 and had 11 good seasons at Liverpool. Because at the minute, Mass, it doesn't look like he's on any form.
Dynamath here.
Well, he's think he's had 5 years and he's 31, so I'm thinking if he plays to like 36 or 10 year or whatever.
But he's played. To me, he's played it for a top team in the world at a very top level, and shown that he is a top
Aye.
defender.
But he's only been here 3 years, whereas the boys I mentioned just they were at the top tier their whole career.
But
See what I'm saying?
aye,
But I'm not saying he's like a terrible player, but he's in a sustained
I
bad
think-
period. Isn't he?
I think but to say the boys only had 3 good seasons, I don't agree with that.
He could have taken Celtic to the Champions League semi-final.
I think.
Well,
I think every year I've seen Van Dijk, he's been good. He said a average start this season, but fuck me,
The Liverpool team has had an average start this season. So
they'll be all right. They'll come good. Believe me.
no,
Because that was another thing. Sheds, hyperbole, hyperbole.
Oh, aye.
Liverpool are shit.
but Shed will stand by that. 'Cause that's what he does.
Shed.
Fucking hate him.
Last season, they were 1 point off probably one of the best club sides I've ever seen. City, 1 point they beat him by. Again, they beat him,
Yep.
but we were 1 point off him.
Sorry,
They were in a Champions League final.
Yep.
They won the FA Cup.
Yep.
And they won the League Cup.
Yep.
Liverpool are shit.
2 cups.
That can't be true, can it?
2 cups.
Eh?
2 cups.
Aye. They were in a Champions League final.
2 cups. EPL Cup. You
Aye.
class that as a cup? No.
That's a Diddy Cup, but FA
Diddy
Cup.
Cup. FA Cup's a good cup.
Aye, they won that.
That-
Aye. They were 1 point
Fucking
off.
ruin a bus in Liverpool.
But how
Celebrating.
how can you call a team shit?
Well, they
You
only,
done
won,
it,
they only won an FA Cup.
That's hyperbole, isn't it?
How?
Admit it's hyperbole and we'll move
No.
on.
No.
I don't even give it. It means
They're nae shit.
No, shit.
Of course they're nae shit. They've had a bad start to season.
Well, we'll see. Stand by my
Van
gear.
Dijk is will be Noura Hallis.
It's-
Another
he's-
ridiculous
He's
statement.
finished. I tell you.
For your next
Tell
bullet
you
point,
Right.
next bullet point.
Brilliant foresight.
Aye,
for me.
Gilmore a couple of weeks for starting for Chelsea, but now probably won't get a game for in Brighton. That was Dunk.
Aye.
Explain that.
Well, basically, Potter signed him because he liked him,
Aye.
right? So you're thinking, if he fancies him at Chelsea in a better team, he might go, I'm going to play him because I wanted to sign him. And now the new manager comes in, doesn't he? A clue for Gilmore, might not rate him at all. Doesn't get a game.
I bet you see him in training, don't you?
I know, but
If he's good enough to start for Chelsea, Dunk, he's surely going to start for Brighton.
he didn't start for Norwich, did he? For the second half of the season.
No, because he was.
No, but he didn't. The
No.
fans weren't having him.
I think it was our thing.
And I started to
Something
think,
goes on there.
Just because Potter fancies him at Brighton doesn't mean he fancies him at
but if a manager's
Chelsea.
just signed yours,
It's a totally different level there.
correct. But,
And you look at the players that are playing on there for Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea let him go.
but if he hadn't signed, I'm saying he's watching him for a far and I fancy him for Brighton. Say he hadn't signed him, he's going to walk in there and go, like, I'm going to give this guy a chance.
Nah, not necessarily.
Nay at Chelsea.
Nah.
At Brighton, aye, but nay at Chelsea.
Just because you signed him for Brighton didn't mean say.
Because I think Gilmore's a better player and a better team.
See if Gilmore was at Brighton and Potter was at Chelsea, would have Potter signed Gilmore for Chelsea?
I don't know.
No.
But I'm saying, I think, in my opinion, Gilmore's a better player in a better team than he is in a poorer team. That's why he struggled at Norwich. Because when he played for Chelsea, he looked $1 million. When he played for Norwich, not so
So
much.
John Markham a good player then?
Huh?
John Markham a good player. So everybody plays better with better players.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Good players are better with better players.
But
he stood out like-
that's standard though.
But he stood out by a mile at Chelsea when he
Let's
played
get
for
in
him.
the brass nuts and bolts here.
Aye.
If Gilmore was at Chelsea, would he start in the middle of midfield for you?
Potential under Potter, because I
Aye.
think he fancies him. But that's
Okay.
I think but Gilmore's a tremendous player. I just
Disappointed in it.
Aye.
I thought
No
you
for
could-
me.
I thought you could more about football and that. Comparing Potter leaving Brighton with Hartley leaving Cove. Come on, Doug. Come on, explain yourself.
I forgot about it.
What's
I said there's a couple of boys
it's-
in a laugh in the background, but never said that.
Stunned in the silence.
It's simple. I was just being, same manager's been there for a while. They've got their way of working. Things are doing well, and then he moves on.
Hartley is Cove's part time.
No, but I'm just saying. But they went up through the leagues with that manager. He leaves, they're shite, or the wheels have come after a point.
But
It's a higher level.
Up a higher level, aye.
And I'm just saying with Potter, 4 or 5 years at Brighton, improving every season. That was the context. It wasn't like comparing the two levels, but it was how it works with the managers.
I bet that's if it was said, and we're looking for a comparable with
Potter.
leaving Brighton, and you came up with that. I think if you'd had an hour to think about that, you wouldn't have said that.
Well, if it was comparable, get mine.
I can't think, Wayne.
Right.
I don't know. I can't.
Give you an
But
hour.
I wouldn't have said.
That was it.
Hartley leaving.
Anyway.
We're getting into the lesser angrians now. Like, more funny at Ian's. I did laugh at Ian. I thought that was funny.
He'll be back at Cove for end of season.
No, we're not.
I agreed with most of the wiping the political statements. I had an agree fest on that, which I did agree with. The only thing I did not agree with is Abdi was ardent booing national anthems is out of order. I didn't agree with that.
How now?
Well, you think Ukraine played Russia
Yeah.
and a Russian national anthem was on, right? You think it's out of order for Ukraine to boo that national anthem?
Yeah.
You do?
Aye.
Really?
Aye.
I don't, honestly. Mike?
For a start, they wouldn't be playing football.
Yeah.
No, but it's just like hypothetical.
Hypothetically, I think it's poor.
Aye.
Aye.
So, England invaded Scotland, right? And we played England in a tournament. Would you boo the English national anthem?
Yeah. Well, we didn't boo the German national anthem, do we?
It's fucking history now, isn't it? Aye, a long time ago.
Different.
I would have booed it in 1947,
No, you wouldn't.
but now it's again.
It's a brilliant anthem.
I just don't think it's as simple as you can't boo another national anthem.
I think.
I
You think
It's
Iraqis
bad.
would boo the United States national anthem, or even our national anthem? Come to think of it.
if it was in Iraq, I think they'd have to because they get shot if they didn't.
Just bit unity, but
I see what you're saying, but I don't think it's still don't think it's right.
you would think the Ukrainians are wrong for booing the Russian national
But
anthem.
it's near the Russian people, is it?
It's a nation.
Aye, but it's the Russian hierarchy. It's
Yeah.
a problem. It's
Yeah.
Putin, it's a problem. It's near
The,
Russia.
the anthem represents that, doesn't it?
No. It represents the people of Russia.
Aye.
Near Putin.
I just think maybe in certain scenarios you could boo a national anthem.
don't
I
think
don't
so.
think it's as hard and fast as it's out order to boo a national anthem.
I think it is.
I think that's what I've got. I've actually been doing a lot better than I thought.
It's the
it would.
second page.
No, that's on. I think I've covered that in there.
What's your opinions on car temp?
Aye, car temperature. Because Dunks is.
But it's fine. I own fit. I say, I'm like everybody else. I'll defend myself. It doesn't bother me. Or getting a slag and doesn't bother me. These boys
Yeah.
just sit and hide every week.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well,
Nah, listen, but when I watched that TikTok clip, I was like, oh my God. Have you watched the TikTok clip? No.
Fito.
The car
Last
temp.
week.
the car
Thumbnail
temperature
TikTok.
for me, you said
Yeah.
it was more accurate when it's driving
Aye.
than sitting.
I
But
bet
I
the
would
car-
say it's vice versa.
Regardless of it, I said, like, watch that TikTok clip. It's horrendous.
Aye.
Oh my God.
So you're not owning nothing.
No, I owning it,
Aye,
aye.
you are owning it.
What a load of shite when I hear it back. Because when you see it on a screen watching it,
Aye.
you're fucking going, what is he talking about?
If you put a thermometer in a gear and the thermometer's sitting there all day, it's going to get warmer and warmer and
Aye.
warmer as the sun's going into it. But if it's moving about, it'll bide me a constant. No?
A weather station doesn't move about.
That's what I'm saying. The car would be more accurate.
But is the temperature reading on the car accurate to start with?
It's taking off is it the road, between the road and the wheel.
Aye, so it's not right.
So it's an average for what?
So it's not right.
So it's a temperature, and it's an
But
average
it's not
temperature. Oh, temperature is between that two.
But it's
Fit we'll need to do is dig out the actual real reason for a car manufacturer, if ever fits it to say.
Just for something.
But
fucking
once we can finish recording, I'll show you the TikTok clip. Well, brutal.
And I've seen it.
It's a shocker.
Let's go into clue 3.
Let's go to clue 3. I am the youngest person to have won the French Open, age 16. I have won 3 French Opens and 2 US Opens. So I was the youngest to win the French. I won 3 French Opens and 2 US Opens.
I think I could have had it in the secondary now. You'd be impressed if I had that in the secondary, would you, Mike?
I would be very
I would be.
impressed. Very, very impressed if you got it, didn't you?
It's definitely a wifey.
I think I would be of it.
Aye. Do you think so? Have we got something
I've
doing?
got something
getting
doing.
that right?
I've got it. Aye.
Right, let's move on to this week's wanker of the week. If I wants to go first.
Me, slippers. Next. Nah, I love it, boy. But he's a wanker. He entertains me. See, when I'm sitting bored, if I'm doing the
Just try and noise him up.
I'm going to fire something at NFL chat.
Because he texts me as soon as you do it, because you get right under his skin.
Because it's funny.
Because you'll go,
He's been trying to do reverse to me lately.
is he?
It's not working.
So the wanker of the week is Slips purely for saying that Celtic
Celtic
get to
gotta
the
get the
semi-final.
Semi-final. Most ridiculous thing ever said in the podcast ever.
And
Honestly.
we've said
I can't think on anything worse. It's been said.
I was going back to the Hale Gilmore thing. I mean, you mentioned that Gilmore would have better
Better career than Foden. Aye.
by the end of the day.
That's not really working out yet. Aye, that was. You never know.
Time, yeah.
Plenty of time.
Shed.
I didn't hear, I forgot. But I'm going to go Derek Carr. Fucking sold the
Another
jerseys.
poor
LA Raiders quarterback.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Vegas
Oh,
Raiders.
I am so old school.
Quarterback sold the jerseys on Sunday night.
Aye.
Aye. Fucking funny.
Tough gig at quarterback, though, is it?
Again, but fucking
Too right,
class.
is he?
And you see it. Oh my god. Anyway, that's my wanker.
Kev, it's really annoying. Because you watch a red zone and you've got
Oh,
fantasy team, right?
Yeah.
He threw to Waller in the red zone, and the boy is a clear pass interference. Waller was the one to catch it. And you should get a no, where's a flag thrown?
Oh, sorry.
But I didn't get a point.
You didn't get points.
Because it was
And
pass
then it goes
interference.
into somebody else.
That's fucking annoying, huh? That's my nut.
I had a good week in fantasy, but I got beat.
Aye?
Aye.
I got beat. I'm 0-2 and 1 and 1 and 1.
Oh, okay.
You speaking binary.
Aye.
Dunk, wanker of the week.
It could have been Goodwin, not just for his interview, his tactics, but I've went Anthony Stewart. I've lost all faith And when I seen that goal at the weekend, rule number 1 of defending, yeah, and he's just
Pass him on.
aye.
Pass him on. He follows him like a fucking lost
And
lamb.
I'm sorry, but it's now getting detrimental to Aberdeen every week. Mistakes he's marking, and I'm just.
See me in the first half.
And that's why it was always like combined with him and Goodwin, because for me, he needs to be seeing it, whether he's made him captain or no. It's in a lower level Maguire thing. For he's made him captain, made a rod for his aim back, but every week he's hurting Aberdeen.
I was so bad.
That goal was diabolical.
He turned round and fucking blamed everybody
Blame the
else.
boy.
He's run past him.
Aye.
Left a massive gap in the edge of his 18-yard box.
Can someone else have said, Mike, you might mind, that when I had a go at you about Aberdeen loving, this is by week 6, Dunk will be fucking slating Aberdeen.
I'm not slating Aberdeen. I'm slating
Stuart and the manager.
Aye. So
because he's picking him.
Come on!
Because he's picking him.
Aberdeen.
That counts as Aberdeen though, does it?
There was a time I was mentioning in the first
better
half.
stuff.
You got to bar and he started taking up to the halfway and he lost it.
Lost it. Like fit.
Fit you didn't, man. Fit you didn't get back. Yeah.
Just terrible.
Overall though, do you not think Aberdeen are still better than they were last
Oh,
year?
definitely. As I said,
Yeah.
if you said to me we finish now how his season's at 5th, but I'll get 5 goals every time I go to Pittodrie, I would tick that off if I was watching.
McCrory playing in the middle of the park, but it's a better position for him.
Aye, kind of.
We also
That's I think it's annoying, but we've got that's for the fans. We've got a 6'5" centre half, Jack Milne. They give a 3-year contract. Can't get him on the pitch. I keep it McCrory back there, and he clearly doesn't want to play.
Aye.
But I've never played elite football, so maybe I've got it wrong.
Yep. My wanker of the week is Willett.
Oh, I saw that's why I was getting aye.
Imagine hitting a 4-foot putt. Yeah.
To win.
4-foot putt to win. 2 putt to draw.
Draw.
In
The golf's incredible. The boy's 2 back. He chips in, and then he 3 putts for 4 feet.
And the boy wins.
Aye.
And he's almost embarrassed to win. You see his face.
Aye.
I can't believe I just won it.
What is he thinking though?
But I think it's harsh calling him a wanker.
I know that's why.
He's
Even,
let
even we like Stuart, I was like, calling him a wanker because he had a bad game. It's like,
he's let himself down.
Aye.
but I didn't like his interview after. I it might have been a cover up. He's gone, oh, I'll take the positives. Nah, you've chucked the tournament away with 3 putting for 4 feet. There's no positives to be taken.
Why he ran to the boy and shook his hand, he's laughing.
That's unacceptable. Isn't
That's
it?
probably
Cover up.
Aye.
Embarrassment.
Aye,
That's embarrassment. Now.
Aye.
because you heard the commentators going, I can't believe I've just seen.
Yeah.
I'm so poor. Like you just
For that level.
a professional for 4 fit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Aye.
Because I think a statistic for pros for 4 feet, 95%
Is that right?
for 4 feet. And then to miss again.
Okay.
But he ended up in another 4 feet away.
Aye,
didn't he?
yeah.
Aye,
Up
did.
further along.
Aye. No, it was a nearby weekend of golf.
Bob McIntyre, I watched it. Unbelievable.
McIntyre winning Italian.
He's just so normal.
Never
and he's
watched.
brilliant at golf.
Yeah.
Never watched any golf.
And it's obviously for the Ryder Cup is next
Aye.
year, is it? And do you watch any of the Live Golf? No. Cammy Smith won 2
4
shots.
million. He's now pining for they put a letter into like the governing body because they're winning points for their tournaments. But obviously, if they're saying if it's working against them, it's 54 holes. There's no cut. It's like, for me, right? You've sacrificed the prestige of the majors for money, and that's your,
Aye.
that's what you've decided.
Yeah.
Because Smith's obviously now gone. And he could probably win multiple majors. I think he knows that, but he's got exemption for 5 years because he won the Open, so he's kind of alright. But the rest of them now are way down. But
He's only got exception for the Open.
sorry.
Open
Masters is invitational. So
Aye.
Masters could still invite on it.
Aye.
Well, I hope the Masters dinner.
Aye. Because I think it's money over.
Well, it is. They've made the choice. It's like what you say. You
But I
made your
think-
bed so long in it. So
I think a Masters, not rely, but
On the names.
set themselves as this is the premier tournament
Yeah.
in the world. And if you and I got 5 or 6 of the best players in the world playing, then can you say it?
Yeah.
basically get detract for it. They'll still get crowds. They'll still get TV. They'll still get
But does it detract for the actual winning it?
no.
No.
Don't think so.
I think if you've a top, I'm not sure how many of them are at a live, but say you've got a top 10 and 5 of them's not playing, I don't think you can call it a major.
See what you're trying to say, but then there's still 5 of the world's best
But
there.
it's definitely here saying apparently there's 5 TV companies ready to. So as soon as a TV company signs it, that's it.
Aye.
About the opinion last week we brought it up about golf, about say like the live golfers coming back in to play a tournament and the players that have played in the tournaments prior to that get knocked up
Yeah.
purely because these players are coming back.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I find it hard because it's complicated.
That's on Martin Stewart's comment, isn't it?
Aye. Martin brought it up on the Facebook
On the
post.
chat.
Aye.
But Matt,
Also, the qualified, but the point I was trying to make is the boy, Taylor Gooch, who specifically we're talking about, has never played in the European Tour. He's only playing on it because he can't play in the PGA.
All right.
So that was my point.
Aye.
my overriding thing, and I always think, when I think about it, is folks should be free to do whatever they want to do. So if they want to play in that tournament, just leave them be.
I totally
It's your
agree with
freedom
that.
of choice.
But they shouldn't complain when they didn't get their aim wide. Like, try to come back onto PGA Tour or play whatever it is, majors now. Well, we've told you before you've went, you're not getting to play.
Mm-hmm.
You've went, and now you're
moaning
still moaning because you're not getting to play. Well,
We told you that before you
told
went.
you before you went. So
Aye.
it was your choice. So then I come greeting about it now.
Mm-hmm.
And no problem with them playing in Live, but then come back to the PGA and say I want to play in the PGAs.
Mm-hmm.
So
And the thing is, they're going to be, because they said on the news today, there's 23 other tours that feed into the system for playing in majors. So why need they live? So it's one simple thing for me is that there's no cut and it's 54 holes. So therefore, that's why I don't think it's the same as all the rest,
It's the
because
same
it's not a
format.
full tournament.
no,
But for Smith, he's made £4 million in 3 days. So.
Boy, work would say, well, you've made your bed.
oh, that's
You fucking line it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. Right, we'll move on to clue number 4. Short and sweet, Yassine. I have represented 2 countries in my professional career.
Oh dear.
I have represented 2 countries in my professional career.
I just wonder if
You've got
it's
to do it, haven't you?
Hit it at number 2.
Did you?
I think.
Good effort.
I think.
I was a rank 6 to start with.
I hope. I think it can only be her.
Oh, again, if she would maybe. Not again. I'm thinking that must be a breakup or a country or something. But there's no way ask wifey had that.
Well,
We'll soon find out.
see if I need.
You're right.
Right, let's move on to this week's mock of truth. Bringing it up here. How many suggestions? 152 suggestions. Shay, go first.
113.
113. Is it acceptable to ask for a fork if chopsticks are provided?
This was me because I was at Wagamama's.
Aye.
So I'm off for being with the culture.
Yeah.
I was no forks or knives or spoons. It was just chopsticks. And I didn't even care if I was ordering. They actually put pictures on there, and that looks fine. Oh yeah. And they came with it, and I tried with the chopsticks. Nah.
No.
I had to ask for a fork.
Did you?
And that's when I typed, is that acceptable?
I think so, eh?
Answer's no.
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 It's for me, like.
Des,
Well,
you've
it's not
ordered
our-
food. You want
that's-
to eat it.
It's not your natural. Again, would I use them every day?
What did I go here?
And I've a bit of my finger missing. I think it's crucial.
I'll let you off. I'll maybe let you off.
Without doubt, aye.
You need a go-go gadget attachment for it, like a fork attachment.
Maybe just tweezers things.
It's not only chopsticks, it's this type of food and that. It's slithery fucking.
Aye.
Again, it's a job to get it on your fork, never mind 2 sticks.
I'm on board with Mass here, like 100%.
I mean, if you've ordered food and
As a
you
fellow
take-
fussy eater.
the utensils you get, you can't work. Surely you've got to ask for the
Aye.
defaults.
Aye. I just
I've
felt
no
like-
problem with that.
I did struggle a while because I tend to give up, but I was hungry.
You could have just counted the bowl up.
I honest to God thought about doing that.
Aye.
And I says to the wife, I says, I'm going to hate to cope this bowl up. She goes, dinna you do it. Get a fucking fork. And that's it.
So it was a soupy thing you had?
It was like
a ramen.
It was like a broth and be noodles.
It's a
and
ramen.
It's maybe fit to us. But it's fine, like.
Nice.
But I was still hungry. And I'd get places. They need desserts, proper desserts, kid.
Next stick of toffee.
Cheesecake or something.
Aye.
But I wouldn't be coming back.
Do you know?
Nah.
That's one of my favourite places to go.
Is it?
Aye.
I would did enjoy food.
Aye.
Just wasn't filling.
Kiddos, I've never been.
You know what Waga's? No. Wagamama's good. Tori Kariagi for a start, then yaki udon. Have a fine.
Fine.
It was a bit. You need to give your DNA.
Definitely, aye.
Folk are ordering about
Aye.
6 different plates and stuff.
Aye.
I'm like, that looks fine, but I have no idea if it to order.
And it comes out on the time it's cooked.
Aye.
So you maybe get your main first, and
Aye.
the sides will come out afterwards and
Aye,
stuff like that. Aye.
Oh no,
I can't.
no.
No? You feel
Nah,
that?
It's too cultured for me.
Is it? No.
not.
Really good. Enjoy it.
I do not like to ask questions, Ken. Because I want to Ken, but I don't like to ask.
That
if
looks
it,
stupid.
So if it do a day here and there and that, and Ken,
Ask.
Nah.
I can, but I feel
Nah.
Stay
stupid.
stupid.
You just sit and go.
Stay stupid if
Folk
you
have
didn't
told
ken
me
that.
there's no such thing as a stupid
There is.
question, but
Correct.
there is. There is a stupid question.
There's no if you didn't ken the answer.
Ken, when you point at something, fits that.
Aye.
That's a stupid question.
Excuse me, sir. First time I've been to the restaurant. Can you explain how it works?
Aye, then they explain, and you're
still
still
haven't got a
clueless.
And then Abdi's going, look at him, he's not got a clue.
I can't look at that virgin Wagamama dude. And that fucking clue.
People like us sitting, slagging him, going, he's never been here before.
Look at him. Look at him. Just to give his name. Look.
Exactly. And that's why I didn't ask questions, because I care of somebody like me having an opinion on it.
I was
no.
like,
It's a feather right
Then I
doing
went-
bits of paper here for it.
but I went to Amsterdam with the wife, and we went, okay, Finya, when in Rome, Ken.
Aye,
And we was past this doobie back and forth, and I caught out the corner of my eye somebody nudging somebody else, going, look at her, look at her. And the wife, oh my God, what a state she was in. As Coffee had steps to go down, Ken, but I was nae grab rails, but she was grabbing for handrails that weren't there.
aye. So she was in a great time.
I says, oh, well, we better get out of here.
Aye, Amsterdam's ace.
Aye.
For me, was there as well. Never smoked only the funny fags.
No?
But it was high as a kite.
Aye, you get cookies.
Just
Hash browns.
just sitting in the bars,
Oh,
Ken.
aye.
It's just this haze. You walk in the
Smoke.
door,
Aye.
it's just a haze.
It's only certain bars, though,
Ah,
isn't
but
it?
it's great.
Bulldogs.
Funny.
Aye.
Funny.
Great say. Great say. Right, Mass, pick a number.
65.
65.
You want to say 69 after being in Amsterdam?
How long do you wait to be served in a restaurant before you walk out?
Oh my God.
So this is obviously you.
I lose my fucking shit at this.
ID and
Bad service fucking
aye.
biles my piss.
Yep.
Aye.
And even if you're fucking flat out,
We're really busy.
we're really
but
busy, but give me 2 seconds, I'll be with you. I never bother. You've told me there's a problem, I can deal with it. But this folk, come in, sit down, and they'll look near on you for fucking ages.
Near
and then
on.
talk your order, and then fucking Saturday. Oh, I don't want to lose a plot on Saturday. Just even knew Delgety Castle.
Aye. Belgate Castle.
Aye. Sit down. Wifey comes across, young lassie. Uses your menus. Didn't see her for again for about 15 minutes. I says, Lisa, I've had enough. Let's go.
And did you?
Did you?
No, just
Calm down.
Calm down, would you?
say you.
At the
You've
time.
no patience.
At the time.
Fucking, why we go? You've no patience. You're I fucking.
Fitting a boot.
I was like, come on. And the lassie come across. I'm fucking topping the table and everything. Getting agitated. Getting myself wound up.
I went
Stop
in.
that.
I went into Brewdog in Union Square. Me and the wife and the kids sat down. We was there about 10 minutes. Ronnie was starting to kick off. I was thinking we better get served pretty soon.
Aye.
Another 5 minutes went by. There was a wifey, so I was held out a hand. I goes, any chance to get served, please? And she says, there's an app you can use.
Oh, again.
I says,
Oh.
let's get the fuck out of here right now.
See, that just,
That's what's happening.
Straight out
Aye.
of Frankie Bennis.
that's
Aye,
just,
just walked out.
that's eruption time. Like,
Aye.
Aye.
Fuck your app. And they downloading your app.
Aye, honestly.
That's going to take 10 minutes. And by the
I
time
got
I
10
search
minutes.
through it and work it out, that's another half hour.
Aye.
So let's move on.
I've no,
For the pay you just walking about for, like,
I
just come and get a fucking order from
Aye.
me.
I've no time for poor service.
No,
Drives me
it's
fucking insane.
I'm still into you ask me for I'm wanting,
And I'll tell you.
you go and tell the chef,
Aye.
he get
marks
it out here.
Aye.
Then I pay you.
And I
Fibber looks
might
at,
tip you.
No.
Shed when I tip you.
Tipped actual waitress a couple of weeks ago. So
Aye.
aye.
With money.
change. I had some change. I didn't give like life advice on anything.
No.
No, just a change.
I'm actually not too bad. We waitresses and taking their time, but Elaine's awful.
My problem, mate, is you've chosen to do that job, right? And if they're bad at it, then and they're or saying like, I just get it right. My worst's actually like fast food joints. When it's the simplest job in the world, and they get it wrong.
You're under a lot of stress in it. innit? I was
nah.
in McDonald's at weekend.
It's full
I was
on.
Like, fucking Jesus! Imagine working back here.
An 8 hour shift in that.
Holy smokes!
For peanuts an hour.
Aye.
Fucking that
But
hard
it's,
work.
it's,
like,
it's simple things like
Aye.
we was there a couple of weeks ago before we went away on holiday. Elaine asked for a Big Mac.
Aye.
She got no Big Mac sauce in a Big Mac.
Oh, at least I got it to the broccoli time. No burgers and a Big Mac, just a bun.
Oh dear.
But the thing is, were you still there, or are you going home, or
No,
you went to work?
still
But the point is, you've sometimes drive somewhere, or you've driven home.
Oh, never.
Fucking too late, and I went back. Massive queue. Tried to walk right at the front. I was tilted to get to the back. I was like, just exploded. Just threw a hand down and walked out.
I once
So I just lost a hand.
the Indian. And to be fair, a Moonlight's usually pretty good. But I got a Moonlight and it was a king prawn Rogan Josh. 2 prawns.
Eh.
2 fucking prawns.
Fucking. And you're paying
I
17, 18
was
pounds.
for that.
fucking
Raging.
raging.
Because you've been cheated, haven't you?
Aye. 2 prawns.
Aye.
Come on. At least 6. At least.
Aye.
It should be 10. Minimum.
Is it biggies or smines?
It's a big king
Okay.
prawns.
King prawns. You need at
Rogan
least
Josh.
a dozen. A dozen or so in there. Especially if you're paying like say £9-10
Aye.
for it.
And if you're going to be a waiter, be
Aye.
nice.
Yeah.
Be a nice person.
You've
Again, did I be like me?
Aye, exactly.
Because I wouldn't do that job. Because I
Correct.
can't be nice to the public.
Deal with the public, aye.
But then, I was nice to a waiter or waitress.
I said,
Yes.
my
Aye.
manners, please, thank you. And all this.
But they can obviously tell by my face I'm fucking
Fuming.
Do you think we should get money off for food if we're being nice to the waitresses?
no.
No. Okay.
Surely, no.
Why would you? You're just a nice guy.
No, but if you get a nice waitress, you end up tipping them.
Aye.
Good service is almost better than the food in a restaurant, in my opinion.
Aye, because I think you walk out and go, I'll go back here.
I'll go back.
And I hope I get them.
Food was average, but really nice.
It's fine. It's good.
Treated well.
Served quickly.
Aye.
Food was decent.
Food
Nice
was
atmosphere.
hate.
we
But it's supposed to be.
we cover that in this podcast, don't we?
Pick a number.
123.
Oh my God, I was there. Is it acceptable to wish someone a happy birthday on Facebook if they're not on Facebook?
I see. That's nice.
Well, sorry, but surely that's just that's a straight no.
No, but Abdi does it, don't they? Abdi does it.
How does that work?
Can they can't even tag their husband because he's not on Facebook and
Got a photo up
they're
him.
wishing him
okay,
a happy
so-
birthday. He's not even on Facebook. Why are you wishing him a happy birthday?
They're just wanting other folk to wish him a happy birthday.
But then he's
But
not
he's
saying
not on
it.
Facebook.
Ken?
But
So fits the point. Wishing your 2-year-old son a happy birthday on Facebook. Well, how's he Ken?
no
He
point.
can't even read.
If it's folk thinking, if it's why folk are doing it, what-
social acceptance again.
I fucking hate
fucking
Facebook to your passion, honestly.
it's fucking stupid.
Oh my
Come on.
god, some of the stuff that goes on in that thing, fucking unbelievable.
And there's another question about it's on the Mugger Truth. We'll maybe leave it for another day. It's
Aye.
the heavenly birthdays.
Oh, aye.
A fit?
Heavenly birthdays.
Happy birthday to my nan. She would have been 147 a day.
The thing is, she's near, she's dead. Fucking hell.
Your age stops when you die.
When you die, aye.
Yeah.
That's why it's engraved in your gravestone, Ken.
Aye.
2002, Tatties, deed. So, fucking, whoa, your happy birthdays in my heavenly. Come on.
No, but it's maybe
Again,
nice
they're
for the
not on
wife to.
Facebook either, are
But
they?
it need to be nice for the wife to, when the husband comes home from work and the wife goes to the husband, look all the folk that said happy birthday to you on Facebook.
And the husband, because he's the type not to be on Facebook,
he's
would
not.
say, "Fuck gives a fuck."
If he's not on it, that's exactly what the response would be.
Aye.
Aye.
Why?
Because you're not on it.
That's why I'm not on it.
And then you've got to say next day, "Oh, thank you for having a happy birthday." Just a bit.
It's all attention seeking shite, though, is it? It's all look at me.
I appreciate it.
It's a good job, folk. Well, look at our Facebook page, don't it?
I would at least put relative content.
I'm just saying, so because then they listen to the pod.
I like a half-arsed happy birthday and a HB.
Aye.
Maybe a wee party popper emoji.
Sounds like a group chat, does it?
HB.
HB.
Clinking pints, Ken.
Clicking pints.
No.
No, that's pointless shit. That.
Pointless shit. Yeah. But I actually, when I was on Facebook, I used to come off it before my birthday, so I couldn't be asked getting folks saying happy birthday. Man.
And then, but you're just wanting more attention in. Makes half here now. What's happened there?
That's high level attention seeking.
And then he's come back on. Oh, Mike, you've been missing for ages. I missed your birthday.
Nah, I'm
See, Ken, you again.
I'm never went back on it. No.
I've been off it for years.
Aye.
Aye.
It used to be a good laugh back in the day, though.
Bebo was better, wasn't it?
People. Aye.
I just think social media is trolling.
It is,
Just
aye.
high level trolling.
Oh, it is.
It's Twitter especially.
Twitter's the worst. I'm glad I had a look at that. 'Cause
Twitter's like toilet, like.
Oh, it's an absolute toilet.
Yeah, it is. There's some tremendous stuff on there as well, mind you. If you can cut out all the bullshit and get away with it and just look at the funny shit,
Aye.
brilliant.
Just follow folk that you want to follow and then go and reading comments. Just
You can't actually you explode.
aye.
You could do that rabbit hole for the time.
You do if it's like TikTok.
TikTok, you could do hours and hours and hours of flicking videos on TikTok.
Oh, it's a waste of fucking
I
time.
just like YouTube because I can search for the shit I like and watch it.
You'd like TikTok. You must have looked at it.
No. It's for 12-year-old girls, isn't it?
Right, clue number 5. In 1993, a crazed fan injured me. He was a rival's mad fan.
Yeah.
You said I'd be impressed if I had it number 2.
Well done.
So, 48-year-old,
Miles off.
48-year-old, career started 89, finished
Only
2000.
48.
Won 53 titles, world number 191.
I'd Steffi Graf, but far too.
Andre Agassi.
I'd even worse. Had Martina Natalar.
Straight away, I can't. Far too.
48. She must be about 78.
78. I couldn't think of anybody.
I've won 9 Grand Slam titles, 4 Australian Opens, never won Wimbledon.
I said Richard Krajicek, but then he won Wimbledon.
Sharapova.
Monica Seles.
Well done. I'm the youngest person to have won the French Open age 16. I won 3 French Opens and 2 US Opens.
Monica Seles.
Sharapova.
Monica Seles.
I've represented 2 countries in professional career.
Monica Seles.
Seles.
Sharapova.
Canada.
Yugoslavia.
in the States.
States.
Slavia.
That's what stumped my bay. I was like, did you?
In 1993, a crazed fan injured me. I was stabbed.
Stabbed her, that was mental. aye.
Did I?
I thought you might come away with that clue.
Aye.
And it was Steffi Graf's fan, was it?
Aye.
Was it?
Aye, come on, stabbed. her.
Aye, it was clay
Crazy,
court.
yeah.
I mean, aye.
That's like
I forgot about
That's
that until you
mental,
just
isn't it?
mentioned
That
it.
was
Just
crazy.
do like that's fucking mad.
Madness.
That is madness. Fucking hell. You wouldn't think that would happen nowadays, would it?
What year was that? Is it
93.
93? Because I mean, 12. No, 11. Right.
No.
She took ages to come back. I got
Aye,
fucked her.
fucked
her.
She was-
Fucked her off.
She was never the same after that. And
Yeah.
understandably.
They,
'cause-
they turned the seats to the
Aye.
side for a while, didn't they? After that.
Aye.
So you could see again.
No.
They did. They put the back of the chairs to the umpire's chair. So you're sitting with your back to the umpire sideways. They've stopped it now, but they definitely did that.
Did
after.
eyes you facing the crowd.
Oh, I didn't mind.
But understandably, you would never properly
You'd
recover for that.
be fucking every time there's something sharp, I kind of saw the movement in the crowd. You'd be like,
Aye.
fucking hell.
Yep. I think it was. Did I say it was? I think it was a French Open, was it? Clay.
Have I been stabbed in the back?
Play stabbings in the back.
I got it.
I think my knife's still in there somewhere. Pull out.
Right, we'll move on to this week's fantasy update. In 5th position, Lewis Milne at 467. In 4th position, Kimberly Murray 467. 3rd position, Gav Smart 474. In 2nd position, Chuggers 478. And in 1st position,
Sliding.
Jodie Munro 481.
Is that somebody new?
Jodie Monroe?
Nah, I haven't heard that name.
No,
No, it's come out of nowhere. I think.
Gav Smart's in our NFL chat. He was fucking delighted. I'm in the top 5. We'll get a mention of the podcast.
Now, Gav, your secret is to buy up there now.
Marsh, you've had a good week this week, did you?
Oh, well, I had Son. Son saved, man. I put Kane as my captain. So, but then fucking Arsenal players let me down. I had fucking Odegaard,
You never played.
Injured.
Injured.
Zinchenko.
Oh,
Injured in home.
how much points did
Now
you
I
get?
made a point on the bench. Carney.
You're up to 37th, I know, aye?
Aye. I had a good week.
I 437. I'm 49th, 431. And Shed, you're 97th, 404.
Oh, moved up then.
Aye, so.
Son was a big one because Son was one of them Abdi hid
Aye,
because he
'cause-
hadn't been playing
Well,
well.
real, aye.
Oh, well, I did him at the start of the season, but took him out.
I bend him. A lot of folk had done that.
Yeah.
I just put him in.
I had Saliba and he'd 15 points.
Sleep as a
Alright.
good into hand,
Aye.
just knew like he's
I
racking up
played my
points.
free hit though.
Well,
Did you?
I forgot about my free hit. And I ended up paying 3 players out
We're not playing.
when I play.
I'll get D it coming back for the international break.
Aye.
See if I was fit and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
But you've seen wild card now.
I wild
And,
card,
and
sorry.
seemingly you can mark limitless transfers to a World Cup or something. Somebody was saying.
After the World Cup, it's
After
been
the World Cup.
technically another wild card.
Aye.
when he comes back. So, last position, Reece Cormack, 313 points. So,
He had a good week this week. He had like 68 points.
Did he?
Aye, even though he's bottom.
So he's still trying, eh?
Still trying. Either that, it's just his players have had
lucky,
a good team. Like, right, we'll move
Played
on.
for Tara, doesn't he? Reece Cormack.
You did, aye.
Brian Cormack's learning it.
Aye.
Also.
Right, we'll move on to this week's birthday spot. Quite a few birthdays.
Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Facebookings.
Facebookings, Ryan Morrison and Darren Finlay, both the guys for Let's Kick It.
Oh, that's
They celebrate their birthday this week. Stephen Robertson for Toon, no your pal, but Stephen Robertson celebrates his birthday. Chris Hunter
Aye.
celebrates his birthday. Is he in Dubai?
He loves the pod.
He's in
He
Dubai.
loves the pod.
Graham Robertson, Robo.
Aye.
James Fettis,
Right.
Yeah.
James.
Mark Thompson, Chris Schooler, and
Zippy.
Mr. Crown Motors, Gav Cumming.
Oh, there you go.
Happy birthday,
How
Gav.
old's Gav? Like, he's 39.
Must be
38 maybe?
38. I think he maybe is.
A couple of years
Couple of
younger.
years younger than you, is he?
30 or 39.
Aye, so many happy returns to everybody celebrating their birthdays.
On his celebrities.
Congratulations.
Yes, I have.
Yes, my favourite
Henrik
part of the show.
Larson's 51 a day, I think.
Far?
isn't he? Henrik Larsson.
Henrik
Is he?
Larsson.
51?
Aye. Julian Joachim.
Joachim now, he must be a kicking arse off.
60.
I'm saying he's 49.
Nah. 52.
60.
48.
It's close.
Jonathan Walters.
Walter's Keane's mate.
39.
He's 42.
40.
39.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bang on the nose. Aye, so that's the three fit players celebrating their birthdays today. Happy birthday. Right, before we finish, Five for Fun.
Oh.
How'd you go on last week with the Five for Fun? We were impressed.
I can't mind. You can.
Tough.
I think I'd
still
switched
raging.
off. I'd switched off.
Just raging. Couldn't focus.
Right, question number one. Which city is the location of the Ukraine versus Scotland game next Tuesday? Which city is the location of the Scotland versus Ukraine-Scotland game next Tuesday? Question number two. Who is the Republic of Ireland manager? Question number three. What country does Dawn striker Duck hail from? So, what country does he play football for?
This is a bad end. That's big for me. Like,
Question number four. Ethan Nwari became the youngest player in the Premier League to play football. 15 years and however many days. But if I was a previous holder.
fuck.
So Ethan Nwari was the youngest Premier League player, but who was the previous holder? And question number five. Where will Euro 2024 be held? Which country will Euro 2024 be held? Right.
Shit questions.
Bad That was tough.
Shite, yeah.
Well,
Good
Kenneth,
question,
you shouldn't be.
Good if you can it.
You should ken the Republic of Ireland manager,
but I
but I
dunno.
dunno.
So far about is Ukraine versus Scotland game going to be played next Tuesday?
Gdansk.
Budapest.
Warsaw.
It is in Krakow, Poland.
Oh,
I think
got
it
a country
was Poland.
right.
Aye.
Country, right? Who is Republic of Ireland's manager?
Stephen Kenny.
Paddy O'Donnell.
Davy.
Stephen Kenny. He was Dunfermline manager, was he? At one point?
Aye.
Yeah.
What country does Dawn striker Duck hail from?
That's something in St. Kitts.
Norway.
Jamaica.
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde. Same place. same direction.
Ethan Nwari, for his name is for Arsenal, became the youngest player in the Premier League, but who was the previous record holder?
Milner.
Walcott.
Nathan Miles.
Harvey Elliott.
Is it?
Liverpool.
And where will Euro 2024 be held?
Italy.
Germany.
Australia.
Germany.
I got one. Germany.
I got one in hand.
I put Spain doing better. Nah.
Australia.
I got
Well,
no.
they get into Eurovision Song
Exactly.
Contest.
You never know. And not a clue in neither of that questions.
I thought
like,
the Euros again would have been played like they did the last time in various different countries.
I
but
thought it was about a
I know, like
I hate it.
It's got to be the
Shite.
same place, isn't
It's got
it?
to be one
I still
country.
feel like Scotland didn't play a major since '98. I still feel like it.
Needs to be
Because
one
that last
country.
major, it was COVID. It was played fucking
all over the place.
Just
It's got to be one country, innit?
Didn't it feel like a major to me? Aye, I'm one country in the summer
Aye.
every 4 years.
Yep.
Yes.
It's just black and white. Is that?
Aye.
Is somebody interested in the Scotland upcoming games with Ukraine and
No.
Struggling.
Republic Island Saturday night?
International football doesn't interest me one bit. You
I'm
can't
getting a
be
bit
kids up.
shed like with
Just a waste of time,
internationals. I
Feels like it just gets in the way.
I'm not a
Yes.
big fan of our team, our manager. It's just I've no excitement about it.
Yeah, Tony,
Yeah.
Like for the Euros, I was quite excited about the whole Scotland thing. I knew it's kind of
Aye.
we damp squared after getting humped by
Probably
Republic
a wee bit
Island.
damn scared. I'm sure
Nobody was excited.
it'll rise again. If,
No, kind of. Think that will be.
Aye.
Just the
The
hell.
premise is
Presses
Nations League. Nations League's a better thing than Haynes Friendlies, though, is it?
Just a notch up.
Not sure. I didn't understand it still, so I just
Kenny,
you
we
wait till
managed to qualify again. We got that tournament back door through that.
I went to
Nations
qualify
League.
for a tournament, top of the table. We
group-
qualified,
Yeah.
It's all
and we're there.
It's all a caper, is it?
Aye.
It's just for me.
They've also extended it, mine, for it was 20 to 24 teams. In
Yeah.
that last tournament again, so
Didn't I tell me when you hear it's an international weekend, you didn't sigh.
Kev,
You do, don't you?
there's 3 games in there. So is that 2 weeks week games or a week and a half
so
week?
for we get DS weekend. All right, you've got Joseph Parker, fucking
Oh, aye, Joe
Joe
Joyce.
Joyce this weekend.
Aye.
Actually.
But Scotland's playing Saturday night,
But-
4:08. Should be Saturday night viewing, isn't
A
it?
few beers.
Nah,
You need a few beers to watch Scotland.
I'm not watching that.
Hey, how much fucking advertisements for free tickets to Scotland game? You can't fucking give 'em away.
Really?
Aye.
What sums it up?
You can't give 'em away.
Come on, Scotland.
Come on, aye. I hope we would get through this league in the Nations League. It's a backdoor entry.
So do
Aye,
I.
of course, aye.
Do I care? Yeah.
Nah.
Care not a job.
See, like as boys, the youngest player, it came through. What was his name for Arsenal?
Harvey. Oh, sorry.
Ethan Nomberry.
Do you think it's part of the reason they fire him on?
to get it.
To get the start.
Yeah, he's the youngest. If you put him on, he's the youngest.
You're 3-0
They
up.
put him on about, if it was 10 minutes to go. For me, it's better if they make an impact. Like Rooney was really young and came
16.
on and scored against Arsenal.
Aye.
That's a debut.
Aye.
Just getting on for a wee cameo for 10 minutes
But
shouldn't count.
But to be in the fold, he's obviously some player.
He's obviously.
Aye.
also,
Aye, but
if you're a young player and you're thinking, I want to be a good player here, if I'm get signed for, oh look, there's a 15 I'll just play for Arsenal first team. I might go and sign for them.
Aye,
'Cause
you're not
I've got me a
full
chance of maybe getting a first team game, and then we looks at Arsenal, then I would be at Man City.
I didn't see him when he came on, did
No,
he?
I didn't see him.
Was there a flash that
I didn't even watch it. to be
No, it
honest.
was just a case of you seen him coming on, and it was a final.
Ken,
final whistle.
didn't tell me he's better than the boys that have been on their books for the last 12, 13 years are playing the under 18s, under 21s, under 23s or whatever.
Aye.
it could be a bit of a publicity stunt.
Ken, is he as much? I think maybe I agree with
Or are we
Marcy
just being
here.
cynical?
No, I'm in attendance.
That's
with
definitely a
Marcy, I think.
possibility.
Because you and I met 3 more cynical people than us 3.
Probably not.
but you get what I mean. What,
I know what you mean, because that's part of my days
so
thing.
if he's that good,
Then he should be in a game next week, and then a
He
week
should-
after,
he
and a
should
week
be-
after.
aye, he should
But
be
he
in the
won't be.
squad every
I
week,
bet
but
he
he's not.
disappears. So it'll be interesting to see.
when I see him again the rest of the season,
Aye,
That's
so
what we'll
it's a
judge on.
possibility.
If he's in the squad every week, and we're starting to say,
Aye.
right,
He probably made his squad because the injuries, Zinchenko, Odegaard and all that, and he
And you
maybe
got-
made a squad and it was 3-0 up and Arteta's gone,
Go on.
let's put him on. Make him the youngest player in Premier League history.
But look at Harvey Elliott. He obviously had the record prior to that, and he's still getting a first.
Aye,
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
He's
He's
so that's
proved
fine.
it himself.
That's fine. He's getting a regular
So I'm
game or
saying
something.
I think it should only really count if you go on and make an impact.
Or play a certain amount of games through
Aye.
the year.
Mike minus his cynicism, aren't you? Just be happy for all that, don't you?
Just be happy for it.
I hope he does well.
Well, he's an Arsenal player, so.
But you look back, you probably look back at the records for the youngest player, and there's probably maybe 2 to 10, maybe made it big.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a James Vaughan. Seen the youngest at 8 point.
Who is I?
I was getting to see how
aye,
many
but
of these players have actually gone on to do something.
But he still carved out a good career, Vaughan.
If it was at Everton.
Everton.
I admit, well, I came for
Let's
it.
be honest. Somebody who plays professional football for a sustained period of time is in a
That
good
level,
career.
lad.
Aye.
Aye, but. Aye.
Nice,
It's,
good stuff.
I like a look at Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
Conte's
I
unbelievable.
think they could do it.
Think so.
I think they could.
What's a statement?
I just think they've got. I think
Conte is a winner, though, isn't he?
Aye. Perisic, man, he's a good player. I like him. His delivery into the box.
Aye, but
So obviously you both put him in as left back. He's been playing left back for Spurs, like.
Aye,
Is he?
Well, left kind of wing back.
Okay.
But
Because they're
He's
playing
need to play
3 back.
if he-
Conte loves 3 at back, didn't he?
aye.
times I've seen him, he's played well. Like
I don't think you can do 90 minutes, but he's such a good pro. Perisic never moans, just does his
Eastern
job.
European hard as nails. Work
He
rate.
got subbed at 55 minutes. He's walked off, shacked up his hands, straight to the bench. You just get the impression, proper professional football player.
See him getting
Perisic.
booked.
Aye, did he come on and
You run on the pitch when
Aye.
someone
I
scores.
was that cunt because he's in my fantasy team. Can he do assist?
Aye.
And that basically got wiped off because he's come on the pitch. Fucking poor pro. I just think Tottenham have got everything you need.
You think?
Depth.
A bit of
Depth,
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 no,
have they?
they've signed well.
Fabin's
They've got options up front. Well, it's Son on the bench, Ken. Fan would
Richarlison.
Son ever be on the bench for Tottenham before?
Yeah,
I Ken he wouldn't have been playing great, but still.
You've got a boy Kulusevski, good player.
Aye, really good player.
Bentancur, or whatever his name is.
no,
That's a
The
good player.
player's decent.
Yeah.
The boy signed for Brighton.
Basuma.
Aye.
Bissouma, aye, still not getting
Perisic.
much time, like, but aye.
That's a right
The
back.
nasty centre back that got the South American boy.
Aye.
Still got Eric Dyer playing. so-
Emerson
He's playing
Royal.
well.
Playing well.
Emerson Royal.
Emerson Royal, but the South American centre back, nasty.
Aye.
I like him.
Yeah.
Forgot his name though.
No.
I think they've got a chance.
You think?
I do.
Champions League, anyway.
Oh, Tottenham got it.
aye, top four.
Top four, I would say that are nailed on.
Aye.
Problem, but
Yeah.
I think it's the best Tottenham team I've seen.
winning the league.
I think it's possible.
I think
City's get it up.
Finish
that
above
league.
City, you win a league.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely. 100%.
I think the wheels might need to come off City before somebody else wins it.
And I still wouldn't write Liverpool off. I don't care if it says.
Yeah.
They'll come good.
It's a long season.
It is. They were way behind City before mine last season, and they almost got them.
Yeah. Yep.
Klopp 7-year cycle.
Right, if it's a plans this week, lads, for finish, go. You know, plans this weekend?
Nah.
No.
I've kids.
Labouring all weekend.
Oh, you
I'll
get
have
Brickies
poke.
coming in
Poker Friday, cycling Saturday, kids football Sunday. Watch a boxing Saturday night.
Saturday night. Good stuff.
Should be a
Golf,
good-
golfing at Marker Saturday, pros day. Taking Lenny to Fitba to watch him need Dion any still or behave. That's about it.
Aye. No, good stuff.
Yourself?
I think I've got the grandkids on Saturday night, so
Oh, aye.
both of them. So
Tidy.
watch a Fitba with them. Winners.
Ace.
Right, lads, here, good evening.
All right, adios.
We'll take it easy.
Ciao.
Bye, bye,
Say
bye.
bye.
No me moleste mosquito, no me moleste mosquito, no me moleste mosquito. Why don't you go home? No me moleste mosquito, let me eat my burrito. No me moleste mosquito, why don't you go home?